Hold a hell anxiety warning.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
How do you hear about this? This is a caving video for the people that don't know, but it's like, do they go on forums where there's people raving about caves that they need to fucking explore? He's like, oh, here it is. Oh, this is the hole to hell. This is what everybody was talking about on Reddit.
This is creepy.
Whoa, that is way smaller than it is.
Bro, the entrance looks like a storm drain. You're gonna go in that?
There's freaking ropes going in. I didn't know it was that small.
Yeah, somebody fucking graffiti wrote hellhole on it.
Called a mailbox. It's almost as narrow as my backpack. Oh no.
Bro, there's a rest in peace sign there. Did somebody die here? Yo, the second I peek my head in and this is what I'm fucking dealing with, I'm already turning around. Why would you do this willingly? I mean, he got almost 1 million views on YouTube for it, so money maybe, or the thrill.
Stop. Yeah, dude, don't go in head first.
Dude, don't go in head first. You're not going to be able to stand. This is like how are you going to go in fucking feet first in this? You're not going to be able to turn down.
Oh, dude, there's a huge freaking spider up there. Spider? Yeah. I can do anything but the spiders. Oh, no.
Anything but the spiders. You, for fun, your hobby, or job even, is going into enclosed spaces where you could possibly die, but what really gets you is the spider. Not the feeling that you're gonna be trapped underground and die. The daddy long leg, now that on the other hand, that one's a jump scare.
Dude, they're everywhere, man.
The feeling of imminent doom in a cave, though? Nah, no problem.
Let's just follow the route.
Dude, the floor looks like it's made of wood over here. I swear.
Where do they go? Is there a path? Dude, I'm just staring at fucking random holes. It looks like there's a million... No way he's squeezing through that.
Tree roots. Oh! Dude, that's slick. Who put this rope here? Well, there's a rope that goes up. We're supposed to climb that.
Really?
Yeah. That's a Walmart rope.
Not even sure what it's tied.
Do they not have a map? They're not going in with a map. They're just like kind of free balling it. They're not even marking where they're walking. They're just like, oh, why is this rope here? Oh, I think we're supposed to go up.
This is crazy. I know.
Do you think they're gonna get stuck at some point?
This one's really hard to climb.
This cave looks like the inside of my butthole. What do you know why do you know what the inside of your butthole looks like?
Whoa. There's a...
Maybe a colonoscopy.
metal pipe in here. Whoa, there's a room up there. That's what the pipe's here for.
I don't think that's what the pipe's there for, so you could use it as a fucking leverage point. I feel like it's just there. Somebody put that pipe into this fucking wall.
Okay. I'm up. Okay. Whoa, it keeps going.
Oh, his body barely fits that he needs to drag the other guy. And they're going to have to go back down that way. Whoa, that's awesome. I can't wait for on the way down. He's like, dude, you got to kick my shoulders. I'm stuck. You got to fucking wedge me in here.
Yeah.
You got to push me into this like a trash can that's a little bit too full. You got to pack my body into the hole.
Oh, no. I don't know if we can make it.
Is that tight?
We're gonna have to take the helmets off for sure.
Oh, yeah, what could go wrong? God. Like, I love how they... Dude, I feel like if you're a caver, they have to have some sort of device to scientifically know whether or not they're making it through, you know? Like, his test on whether or not he's going to fit is to just try, and if he gets stuck, that means he can't fit. Like, that's the test.
What about getting this side first?
Oh, my God. Stop. Dude, and just dragging your fucking open skin across these sharp rocks.
Okay. Yeah.
I would never do this with this guy, but I would love to, like, just listen to him just tell me about, like, some story, you know? Around a campfire, he's like, there was this one time I was in the ass twister. And when I tell you, dude, I was fucking standing, I was in the cave like this. And I couldn't move. So every time I had to move, I would have to even turn my head. It was like, it felt like my neck was going to snap up. I would go, and then I would drag myself. And then I would drag myself.
Dude, it goes up.
Like to watch him reenact it.
Keep going. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going up good, actually.
Where's the end point? Bro, they're not marking where they're going either. They're just hitting multiple forks in this cave, and they're just like, all right, let's just keep going this way.
Got a rope down there.
Oh, my God. Stop. That's horrible. If there's a rope the whole way, that makes me feel happier about this.
Dude, just keep going. It was tied to a root. A root? Yeah. What? So all these things we saw are roots.
Yeah.
That's why they look like roots. Whoa.
Yeah, this guy's my guide. This guy's the dude that's taking me through the cave, and then he says some dumb shit like that.
Well, this is actually a fat rope.
Oh, everything looks like roots because they are roots. It's my first time going caving. This guy's my guide. It's fucked.
If it goes down.
Rope, huh?
Big old fat one.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't know how we got here.
Come figure it out.
I don't know where my backpack is. That's just off in the middle of the cave.
Dude, that goes 60 foot.
Does that go straight down? Nah, he's about to fucking eat shit.
It's another set of ropes.
Oh, dude, it's like a straight decline, man. Let's go down it. I don't even know if we're going to be able to make our way back up. I'm just going to butt scoot across the wall here. Maybe, on the way to get back up, we're going to have to do like a Mario jump, you know, in the minigame? Where he has to go like, oh. We're going to have to like shimmy. It's going to be like a Jason Statham scene. Fuck.
Oh, you gotta have some sure footing.
Guess we're going down this one with the knots.
Yeah, I love how the one support system they have too is like the old rope that you have in your backyard from a tire swing from when you were 5. That's really weathered and also definitely somewhat dry rotted, right? Like this rope could break at any moment. See, that's a nice person. That's a nice person. Whoever that is, smart. You know? Hey, I'm going to draw an arrow for somebody.
Wow, it just keeps dropping.
I'd say.
Dude, it just keeps going.
I say this every time we watch or talk about anything having to do with caving, but I never understand the first person that explored this, you know? Like, somebody laid this rope after already going down here previously. So, like, there was one guy that he was the first dude to explore this, and there was no map. Like, he was just kind of ballsy, you know, just trekking through a cave at random on a whim, just trying to figure out what the fuck's down here. Like, that guy's the dumbest of them all. The smartest in the sense of, like, marking his path, and he kind of, like, helps other cavers. But holy shit, dude, to be able to fucking go through a cave unmarked and just find your way in and out.
It keeps going.
Without falling to your fucking death. Or getting stuck.
Yeah, I'm like 70 foot down.
You're not fitting through that fucking hole. He's gonna go down that?
I think that's the bottom, about 20 foot down.
We're going to the bottom of the hole for what? Why are we going to the bottom of the hole? There's no water oasis. There's no fucking glow-in-the-dark cave. Hell, you're not even getting a fucking fiver, man. You're not getting a wet five at the bottom of this goddamn fucking cave. You're going down here. You're going to touch the bottom. You're going to go, oh, cool. It's really tight space. All right, let's go back up.
Well, I'm looking all right. This is bad.
Yeah, why did the rope have to stop halfway down?
I know, right? Oh, it's getting my chest. Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
No.
I think I'm gonna be hanging from my helmet.
We might not be able to get back up.
I think I'm gonna be hanging.
Oh, you might not be able to get back up. He says as 95% of his body is in the hole. Oh, dude, my helmet might get stuck. Yeah, you might not be able to get back up.
My helmet, dude.
Oh, well, it fit.
Holy crap, if it didn't, I would have been hanging from
That goes so much deeper. I thought that was the fucking bottom right
my
there.
helmet.
No.
Oh my god, that goes so much deeper. He's gonna go down in that?
It drops like another 20, 30 feet.
Holy crap.
Okay, I'm getting off on this level.
Okay.
Huh.
Hey, was that a poop bucket?
A bucket. Oh. Dude, there's a...
Did somebody sleep here?
Dude, there's a bunch of clay sculptures in here. Yeah, there's military boxes.
Whoa. Low iron. Looks like he almost just fucking passed out.
And a rope that goes up.
And a Jesus shrine.
What?
Somebody brought a no parking anytime sign down here. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. This is fucking utter insanity. This guy, he went, I'm going to go caving. You know, I'm going to bring this sign. I'm going to steal the sign. I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to post it up, maybe do a little clay sculpting while we're down here. Shit in a bucket. Set up a Jesus shrine. Work my way back up. Is this like a regular hangout for somebody?
Heck. We got some good artwork in here.
I mean, define good. That looks like a AA battery that's shoved on the back of a clay turtle.
A giant beetle is powered by
Oh, it's a beetle.
a battery over here.
See that?
Oh, wow.
That's a nice cobra and hot dog. A what? A cobra and hot dog. Oh, a cobra, yeah.
That is actually a pretty good cobra.
I took a picture of the cobra.
So is this like the end point for everybody exploring this cave? This is like this is like hardcore geocaching, where they take something and leave something.
What the heck?
What was
I
that?
know.
It's like a shrine.
I know. And then a classic rope that goes up to who knows where. Wow. Oh, that's creepy. There's like a little figurine up there just staring down at.
I gotta say, going with somebody else does make this a lot less scary. Like, being down there with somebody, if you're ever nervous, you're always like, okay, somebody else is here to navigate through with me. But if you're just full alone and it's dark, it would be so eerily quiet. Because it's not even like quiet like you're outside. It's quiet like you're in a room that, dude, you're underground. So there's no ambient noise.
Yes. Legend.
Oh, God, there's a fucking notebook.
Here.
What do you think they're leaving for each other? Funny drawings?
Old ledger.
From 2024, Haktua! Haktua in a cave!
It was destroyed. 2024, they started this one. Alright, it's just a bunch of people who signed this. Hey, I'm from Japan.
I'm from Japan. Oh my God, this hole.
OMG, this hole. Look, we got this random guy a shout out here. My name is Mike Ecstasy. Welcome to hell.
Mike Ecstasy. Mike Ecstasy sounds like a guy you'd meet at a bar. He'd offer you a drug that you've never seen in your life before, and then you just never see him again. Mike Ecstasy seems like a guy straight out of the Hangover movie. He's a DJ for sure. Yeah, he's a local fraternity DJ. Mike Ecstasy. Welcome to the hellhole. Oh, we got a little shout out for his music.
At 808 MXTC, I produce and make music.
We got.
I'm like hoping it's techno. Oh my God, this is exactly what I thought Mike Ecstasy would look like. Just a bro. It's actually a pretty good fucking beat. I'm not gonna lie.
But what is this guy saying? They're spreading healing frequencies out to the world. That's Mike Ecstasy. Dude, you're all over the place.
Yeah, they got mad at that shit. You imagine the whole book's just Mike Ecstasy shout out.
Yeah, dude, you're all over the place. Get out of here, Mike.
Oh my God, I actually fucking love these cavers. Stop.
We think that rope just went right back up to where we came from, so we're going deeper. Oh no, there's nothing down here.
Wait, what was that green thing? What is that?
It's just a creepy doll.
Oh, that is so weird. Let me see the doll.
It's like a Buddha shrine looking thing.
Oh, okay.
Yo, on the back of it, it's probably going to say something about Mike Ecstasy. Congratulations, you found my shrine.
The wall.
Make sure to tune into my sick beats.
What'd you see down there? I think it's official, man. The cave ends in a Buddha shrine. That's the bottom of the cave.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And man, he is grinning.
He's grinning?
Yeah. Got a couple people praying over here.
Are they getting the clay from in the cave? Like, where are they using this stuff to make these sculptures?
Sounded weird and creepy. Oh, that is weird.
It's so weird.
Why is it so weird? It's like praying, or no, there's just meditating people here. Meditating snowmen.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I officially know where we're going again, but we're gonna leave this headlamp here because a subscriber left a comment on one of our videos, and he said he got stuck down here with no headlamp and literally just waited, and his friend finally found him down there. But this is gonna be there.
Yo, getting stuck down there with no flashlight would be horrible. It would be pitch black. Like, you wouldn't even be able to move.
Whoever finds it, it's yours. All right, I'm climbing out.
You'd shit yourself, but you'd have to be. You literally, if you only had your headlamp and like no iPhone, no other phone light, and that was the only means you had to come down and up, and you make it to the bottom, and then your headlamp dies, you're either A, waiting for somebody to come get you, or you're dead. Like, that's the only options. Like, you wouldn't be able to traverse this cave in the dark. Because it would literally be pitch black. Yeah, just full trusting the fucking strength of these ropes.
I don't know if this is the way to go or not.
Oh no. Stop.
You see something?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think this is a wall sign. Shout out to Mike Exit.
Okay.
Oh, it's just another shout out. Yo, imagine they're like, dude, we're lost. Where are we? Out of nowhere, they hear do 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 do. Mike.
Oh, this is the tight part. Dude, I see daylight. What? Yeah.
Where the fuck do you see daylight? Oh my god, it is daylight. Oh my god, dude, you have no idea how happy I'd be to get the fuck out of there. Like, if you were somehow like forced to do this.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Bro, they went in the evening too. It's almost nighttime outside. That seems horrible. What other videos does this person make? Action Adventure Twins. Oh, they're twins. Scuba diving giant marble mine goes wrong. She found him living in a huge cave on her land. Oh my god. What's their most popular video? High anxiety inside Petty John's cave. Look at that fucking thumbnail. Wow. Dropping GoPro down a deep mystery pipe. Do not watch if you're claustrophobic. We'll fast forward through a little bit. I'm not watching the whole 22-minute video. Yeah, no. Dude, your shoes, your feet standing vertically don't fit, so you have to fucking bend them to the side so you can shimmy through. That should be the measurement guide. If you got to be fucking sifting through the cave like this with your feet out to the side, like you're fucking, like you're in a ballet pose.
Oh, it helps collect your breath.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is the part.
It's got to be like the video though, because I don't even think my head would fit in this part.
Gotta exhale.
Oh, the old exhale trick. Lower the diaphragm. What's the most... Oh, this is the most replayed part. The fuck was that? A stalagmite?
We're here at this crazy low passage. And...
Dude, it's so... What a payoff, man. Look at this view. Look at this view. It took us 6 hours to get down here. It smells like urine.
This crazy low passage. And Tim the Beast is gonna sit in this flooded passage. There ain't much room for anything in here.
Oh my god, wait, there's a note on this wall. Mike Ecstasy.
That's cold, isn't it?
God, it's been everywhere we have.
The hands and knees crawl.
Oh yeah, there's a... See, no, this cave's kind of cooler though, because it opens up like so much to where you can kind of just freely walk around. That I get. Like trying to like push through so you could get to some big... How Wawa is beating fast food companies at their own game. Before we even get into this chat, who knows what Wawa is? Who knows what Wawa is? If you don't, it's basically 7-Eleven, but better. It's a superstore gas station. I would say the equivalent of a Wawa. Wawa's like northeast/east. I would say for like southern people, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's a lot larger, but people perceive Buc-ee's as the same way that people in the northeast perceive Wawa. A very loved store, right? All the athletes, you know, get sponsored by Wawa. Most Eagles players are sponsored by Wawa. Not most, but a lot.
Steak shorty.
My bag. Hello, would you like to try a sample? How are you today, sir?
Do you have a rewards card today?
It's 10.
Sample? They ain't ever dealing out samples in Wawa. That was straight for the video, bro. That pissed me off. There was never somebody Kim outside of fucking Wawa handing out samplers.
Would you like to try a sample?
Never.
How are you today, sir? Do you have a rewards card today?
It's 10 a.m. on a Monday, and we're at a Wawa, one of America's largest convenience store chains, right outside of Philadelphia.
8:30. Have a great day.
Gobbler's back.
And you're stuck behind the guy that's getting 9 packs of cigarettes. Yeah, let me get one of those. Let me get one of those Camel Crushes on the top left. Yeah. Do you have any of that? Do you have any of that Red Man chew? Oh yeah, I'll get one of those. Yep. Then he pulls out a wad of cash, but it's unorganized. That's a casual experience at Wawa. Pulls out a fucking wad of cash. It's just like, it was just in his pocket. It wasn't even in his wallet. Just fucking, yeah, let me just rummage through here. Just pulling out fucking a $5 bill, a 20, a 10, a 50. He just has it all.
Today's the first day of the Gobbler.
Oh, don't get me started about, I'm a Gobbler hater. Dude, the Gobbler is this, if you don't know, okay, see, I'm talking about this like people know what this is. The Wawa Gobbler is this big promo they have at this store, like, for a month straight. And they're like, dude, come get the Gobbler at Wawa. And they get, like, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts to be like eating the Gobbler. Yo, it's fucking disgusting. It's an entire Thanksgiving meal in one sandwich.
It's limited time offers inspired by Thanksgiving. Food has helped Wawa build a
Yuck.
fiercely loyal fan base, what some call a cult-like.
Now that's a little extreme. Getting a Wawa tattoo? Oh, no.
I love Wawa. I don't even get gas. I get food.
I love their products.
That is a lot of people. They're phasing those out, but they used to have, it used to be like a 7-Eleven where you could just get food, but now most Wawas are also gas stations. Patrick Welsh, Wawa customer.
Their sandwiches, their coffee.
I love their sandwiches. They even have some cool selections for drinks. It's really just a great old time.
Any cult following starts with each customer, each visit, each transaction.
Hey, Chris Geisens. He spoke at my high school.
Turning in it.
Hey, Chris Geisens. Rock on. CEO of Wawa.
To something more than it should be. We have 5 minutes with our customers. Make it the best 5 minutes of their day.
Have a nice day.
Expansion has been rapid. Revenue has more than doubled. And it's
Ooh, a little stagnated here. Uh-oh. That worries me. Wawa, what the fuck?
and it's
We need to be on the up and up. We got to spread worldwide. We're making a monopoly here, Wawa. What are we fucking doing? We're at 18.9 billion, 18.8. That's bad.
revenue has more than doubled, and its workforce has grown by nearly 90% over the past decade. But competition is fierce.
Yeah, half of those people are New Jersey gas attendants.
But competition is fierce. Convenience store chains are perfecting food, and fast food chains are expanding options and offering value deals and more customization.
You're going to see...
Dude, the order screen at Wawa is like the perfect UI. Chat, you have never... If you're ever in a state that has a Wawa, go there. It's not going to be some mind-boggling experience. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, your life's going to change, you know? But if you go to a Wawa, you're going to leave that and be like, wow, that would be, like, really nice to have. You know, open 24/7, they always have... like a bunch of meal options. It's like a million fast food places in one. You can get salads, hoagies, sandwiches, soup, mac and cheese, hot dogs, milkshakes, smoothies, re-energy fucking like juices. It's like, dude, it's fucking espresso, cold brew. You can fucking get anything at a fucking Wawa. Whole pizza, you get at a fucking Wawa, you know? Lotto tickets, Zins. Maybe heroin in the back, but they're not associated. It'd be another guy. Gamer Sups. Try it. Code BART. 10% off. Free shipping. Free sample pack at checkout. You could get cups. Powdered tubs. or cans. Link in description. Bye.
Continued expansion of high quality food service in the convenience industry. And if anything, the quick service restaurants better watch out, because if you can get better food faster at a gas station, that kind of changes everything.
But with an estimated $18.8 billion in annual revenue and nearly 1,200 stores, Wawa is holding its own against public players like 7-Eleven and Casey's.
Yo, fuck Casey's! Yo, fuck Casey's for the motherfucker! Yo! Earlier before this stream started, or earlier before this video started, some motherfucker in my chat was like, oh, Casey's is better than all of them. Yo, 2,800 stores, 15.9 billion in revenue. 1,100 stores, 18.8 billion in revenue. Which one's more successful? Honestly, if you crunch the numbers too, I'm pretty sure Wawa's even doing better than 7-Eleven. Per Wawa is making more money. How many stores do you have? 0.
So can it keep up the momentum?
What a fucking awkward intro. God, a millennial pause.
Just 2 miles away, at Wawa's headquarters, the Innovation Center is testing new hoagies, or subs.
Bro, they're hiring people. What is that? See, no, that's something I'm going to complain about, is I love their options, but they also have a lot of fucking weird shit that no one orders. Like, because they just have a million. Okay, so they have fucking 300 ingredients, and they go, we're just going to make 85 different things that have these ingredients in them. So then they just hire people to like come up with these weird ideas. Stop having that shit. Just have everything be custom and let me put it on it. Stop. This is something I'm going to complain about. They came out with this panini sandwich. It's a panini with turkey, cheese, garlic sauce, honey hot sauce, and mac and cheese. It's amazing, okay? I have a few things I would like to change, all right? I'm going to order it, but I have a few things I'd like to change. When I go to custom panini, I'm not allowed to add the mac and cheese on the custom panini, and that pisses me off. That fucking grinds my gears, okay? See, so now, hey, Chris Geisens, if you're watching this fucking video, hey, pal, maybe change that. Maybe make it so I can put mac and cheese on my fucking panini without having to order the fucking specialty sandwich that they fucking want me to order.
Sauces, coffees, and smoothies.
So this is...
Yeah, I got 98 fucking flavors of smoothies, dude.
Back around the samples?
I got dragon fruit. Some shit you've never even heard of. You've heard of dragon fruit. They have other weird shit.
We send back out several concepts to our Wingmates panel.
Aside from the dozens of fresh...
Oh my God, right there, dude. That's like heaven. Yo, you click one, it expands to like 9 different options, and you can just be tapping that shit. Be like, just searching that shit. It's amazing.
Aside from the dozens of fresh food and beverage options available to customers in-store, Wawa offers 15 limited-time items every year. The Gobbler, around Thanksgiving...
Nobody fucking eats the Gobbler, bro. I need to see the numbers on this shit. I don't know anybody that's ordered the Gobbler. Everybody in New Jersey goes to fucking Wawa. I don't know a single person that eats the Gobbler. I do? Okay, Zod does, bro. Zod eats the Gobbler. You've craved that. You've been like, damn, the Gobbler's back. A sandwich with mashed potatoes, turkey, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Oh, it's dripping too.
Year. The Gobbler, around Thanksgiving, is its most popular. Coffee is a big deal.
What's another fucking specialty sandwich that Wawa has seasonally that's popular? They have Hoagie Fest. And Hoagie Fest is like the fucking... dude, when I see Hoagie Fest, all of the sandwiches, I'm pretty sure, are the same fucking price. So if you get a 6-inch or a 12-inch, they're the same price. So when I see a motherfucker on Hoagie Fest, or it's like $4 and $5. No, it's like, if you get a 6-inch hoagie, say it's like $4. Regularly, the 12-inch would be like 8 or like 10. But a Hoagie Fest is like $4 and $5. Just get the fucking bigger one. But I see people get the 6-inch hoagie. What are you fucking doing? You're just wasting money.
Already 9 variations at its stores.
We used to have...
Some people are health conscious. It's a 12-inch hoagie, brother. Cut that bitch in half. Oh, Chris Geisens, lock in.
Different third parties, Dunkin' or Pizza Hut, was part of our offer here. And customers said to us, we trust you, we trust your food, we trust the brand you are. And so now every product we sell here that's food or fresh beverages or Wawa branded.
I think it offers a nice tart flavor.
All right, I'm gonna get some slurpant.
A focus on food is
All right, we're getting a little snobbish with the science here for the Wawa. I mean, dude, the people that are getting the coffee are pulling up at 4 a.m. They're truckers.
paying off. Customers who shop at both Wawa and quick service chains Burger King, Wendy's, or Starbucks have been shopping more frequently with Wawa than with the others since 2023. And breakfast is the clear winner. Morning meal traffic increased by 5% at food-forward convenience stores like Wawa, while QSRs only increased by 1% in August 2025.
The big thing Wawa figured out is if you look at all of the negatives that were historically associated with the gas station industry, the bathrooms, maybe the last resort food, Wawa flipped all of that and decided to turn those into positives.
Wawa's customers.
They don't let crackheads in the bathroom. I mean, like, what the fuck are we, dude? Like, that's what they're trying to flip those into positives. So, you know, the things that normally are not perceived, that's what they do, bro. The bathrooms are clean because they have locks on them. At ones of high traffic areas, like, dude, they just don't let, like, why would you? I'm not saying, bro, I'm not gonna have a take here. I'm saying the bathrooms are cleaner because they have janitors that take care of them and they don't let, like, homeless people roam the stores.
Customer base is also increasing. While at competitors 7-Eleven, Circle K, and Sheetz, it's shrinking.
People know each other by name. People create this warm environment. That, I think, is somehow the secret sauce.
Chris Geison's king of parasociality. Chris Geison's making you fall in love with the guy with Roger that makes your hoagie at 3 p.m.
What creates if there is a cult-like following.
Up, next person. Come on.
And it starts with its employees.
Dude, Dan's gonna be whipping up my mac and cheese at 3 a.m.
They own nearly 40% of the company.
When you're an owner, you're just vested a little bit more. There's a higher level of commitment. Our most loyal customers, they're here 3, 4, 5, 10 times a week. You get to know them by name. You get to know their family. You get to know what's happening.
10 times a week? Actually, no, never mind. They go every morning, and then they go 3 times for, like, dinner.
And that connection, it's not really an expected thing in training. It happens because of culture.
I'm gonna have a chat. We're never gonna know. This is gonna be like a Schrodinger's cat. Is there any liquid in that coffee cup? Is there any liquid in that coffee cup? Or is he just holding that? Like, for the video. It's a prop? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Let's analyze his hand movement. I feel like
it's not really an expected thing in training. It happens because of culture.
No, it looks like it's got some weight to it.
Tell her I said hi too.
I will. Thanks.
Tell her get better soon.
Never had that happen. Never had that happen at a Wawa. Maybe it's because I don't open up to them. They always try to talk to me and I just ignore them. I don't ignore them, but if I go to a Wawa, they'll be like, "How's your day?" I'll be like, "Good." One word answer. Good. How about you? Awesome. Thanks, man. Have a good day. You too. Bye. I don't know, man. I don't want to fucking talk, bro, because I'm not trying to have a fuck-ass conversation, man. I'm just trying to leave. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get in, get out, get the food. They're nice. I'm not upset. I'm not rude to them, chat. I'm just like, I'm not going to continue the conversation. What about the community? Damn, maybe Roger's been thinking about my well-being so much. Fuck, dude. Maybe Roger's been thinking about me too much. Thinking about him right now, wearing that black Wawa hat. Probably in an apron right now, cooking up a hoagie. Maybe panini pressing something. You think he's thinking about me? I'm thinking about him.
Wawa began as an iron foundry in New Jersey in 1803. Before shifting to a dairy business in Pennsylvania nearly a century later. As home delivery declined, the
Wawa started as a dairy business?
company pivoted again, opening the first Wawa food market in the 1960s.
When you think of convenience stores, of the 154,000 about in the United States, many were born out of major oil companies. Some were born out of the dairy heritage. It just gave us, I think, a little bit of a leg up on food to begin with.
In the following decades, Wawa grew slowly in its home market.
This has soured my opinion of Wawa. This has soured my opinion slightly, very fractionally. It's starting out as Big Milk. I still love Wawa because they don't push the milk on you. That would annoy me. If they pushed the milk on me, I would be annoyed. But they don't do that. You know, I'll get a milkshake at Wawa here and there, but they're not like, they don't got like no big milk sign or being like, buy Wawa milk. They do sell milk at Wawa, though.
To Philadelphia.
Their own branded milk.
In South Jersey, and built a significant presence across 3 other East Coast states, plus Washington, D.C.
They got way more stores than this. They're not just in these states.
It doubled down on convenience.
Oh, or is this just like where they spread initially?
Becoming a 24/7 operation in the 70s, at a time when most retailers closed early, and offering surcharge-free ATMs, free air for tires.
Always hit up a Wawa ATM before I go gambling. Always.
And finally, fuel in the 90s. It debuted in Florida in 2012. As of 2024,
no surcharge ATM? No $6 charge?
State holds more Wawas than any other.
Wawa has become synonymous with Florida, heading out to the Midwest. We had a lot of research, we knew the customers, we'd done all the homework, and the lines around those stores and the opening excitement was palpable, and those stores have performed almost as well as core market stores coming out of the gate.
But the convenience store business is getting more competitive as the industry has consolidated.
I mean, it's the same thing as like Bucky. I think Bucky's is bigger. Bucky's is definitely bigger, right? Bro, motherfuckers wear Bucky's shirts. Nobody wears Wawa shirts. Like, I'm not wearing Wawa fits. But like, dude, I'll see somebody in public wearing like a big ass Bucky's logo. We wear Wawa fits. I never have. I do, Joe. Where are you getting a Wawa shirt?
2022, Wawa has been focused on an aggressive expansion plan.
And is it Wawa because that's the sound a goose makes? I think. Well, wah, wah. I think, right? I think it's Wawa. Why is it called Wawa? Wah, 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 wah. How does a goose sound? Wawa is named after the town of Wawa, Pennsylvania, where its first dairy farm and corporate headquarters were located. The town name comes from the Ojibwe Native American word for the Canadian goose. Okay, so it is after the goose, but it's after the town.
Without mergers or acquisitions, growing from 6 to 12 states. And its annual revenue rose by $4 billion in that time frame. Store count has grown more
Are you reading off Google AI? Yes.
than 50% over the past decade. The goal is 1,700 locations by 2030.
Doing that gives us the best chance of success long term. It's a little more challenging. Sure, M&A might open more doors and more growth for us, but it's never been for us to be the biggest. It's trying to be the best.
As opposed to other competitors like
Great PR response, Chris.
Casey's, which focuses on rural America.
Great PR response, Mr. Geisens.
Wawa is in urban areas.
I love that.
The company serves nearly 1 billion customers per year.
It's not about being the biggest. It's about being friendly with you guys. It's not about being the biggest. It's about, you know, touching the hearts of the people that we serve. Like Roger. How he makes your pan press panini so well. You should go see Roger right now.
Customer traffic growth of 3%.
Tell him about your day. He definitely cares about your day.
Since 2015. Though Wawa has been methodical about where and when to expand, scaling is still risky. Quality and customer service must be maintained, or the company risks damaging its reputation.
Anytime a company starts to expand,
they got those dogs, bro. Wawa ain't got them, dude. They're just sweating. That's how Wawa don't got the rollers. They make the dogs. They got like a mini fridge heater, and they put them in there, and you take it out, and the bun's just fucking ripping hot, just sweating, just in the container, just waiting for somebody to come eat it.
Far outside of its region in this industry, there is going to be that challenge of how do I maintain the customer experience that I'm known for.
Yo, are these guys' headphones like made out of copper wire? What's going on here?
With Wawa's heavy emphasis on fresh food, maintaining a strong supply chain is imperative. Even so, the company must rely on third-party suppliers to deliver product, which poses operational vulnerabilities. Competitor Casey's, on the other hand, has full control over its supply chain as it owns and operates both distribution centers and a transportation fleet. Competition is tight. Convenience stores are challenged by other convenience stores, fast food chains, and now grocery stores that offer pickup and delivery, undermining the convenience factor. As Wawa expands into—
Yo, Aldi is the worst grocery store in the fucking world, and I'm gonna stand on that fucking take. Every Aldi I've ever been to has like 9 items. You pull up, bro, and they are— if you have a grocery list of 30 things, they'll have 20 of them. And like, I want to one-stop shop, brother. One-stop shop. Maybe it's the Aldis that I pulled up to, but every Aldi I go to, bro, like you can see over the aisles. It's just fucking dog shit.
It will come up against those regions' own local convenience store favorites, like United Dairy Farmers in Indiana, Twice Daily in Tennessee, and Travel Center Buc-ee's in the South.
They're going to bump up against some people who've really locked
What do they sell at Buc-ee's? Is Buc-ee's like a Costco? Like, what is a Buc-ee's?
People who've really locked down certain regions.
Everything. So they're like a Walmart.
And cut their teeth and sort of made a name for themselves, innovating on their own terms. And I don't know if anyone knows how this is going to shake out, to be quite honest.
The company has also had a few misses, like its—
they don't do wholesale.
Pizza in 2023, which is still getting negative reviews. Or the—
I'm not a big fan of their pizza, I gotta say. I don't really get a Wawa pizza. I do get a Wawa pizza when I have enough points saved up to get a Wawa pizza for free.
Drive-through concept it piloted in 2020. Those stores didn't offer customization, and you couldn't go inside. Wawa is still figuring out how to adapt the system.
If we don't have misses, we're not trying hard enough, and we do, certainly. So in the last few years, we launched a drive-through only store concept. We've tried 3 of them. They have come and mostly all gone, but from a great failure, you learn. So now with our—
yeah, I don't know. I think the idea of a drive-through Wawa is kind of dumb. Just because there's too many options that you could order on screen that it's more inefficient than if you just walked into the store.
Our mobile app, we've given customers the ability to order whatever they want.
Oh, somebody redeemed Scream?
High inflation poses a major risk. Between 2019 and 2025, Wawa raised prices by about 22%, aligning with most competitors. And as Americans respond by pulling back spending, value meals have made a comeback, including at convenience stores.
You have to confront a company that has a well-oiled model that's been pressure tested in aggressive, tough markets, and they're going to come in and build state-of-the-art, new-to-industry stores, have all the modern amenities, and then on top of that, they're going to go in and hire really great employees, and they're going to pay them fairly. And yeah, that's a tough model to compete against.
We have to pay attention to McDonald's for sure, and we want to deliver more value.
I have heard that Wawa pays people well, but it's also a pretty grueling job if you're working like the night shift and you're just cranking out or like the morning and you're cranking out sandwiches.
Better quality at a better price, and you can have even better service. That's been the formula for us to take share, to win share, and will continue to be. We have a broader set of menu, and it allows us to innovate in ways with different products that maybe a QSR quite can't.
Yeah, I feel like it just feels like you're going to like a fast casual restaurant more than anything. That's why Wawa does well. It's because it's not like 7-Eleven where everything's like pre-made. Pulling over the police doesn't end well.
An officer pulls to the curb for a civilian following behind, honking their horn and flashing their lights constantly. After the civilian passes, the officer initiates a traffic stop. The insanity that follows is something the officer could have never expected.
The reason I stopped you is because you were honking at me and following at an unsafe distance?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Okay, do you have your driver's license on you?
I sure don't.
I sure don't. What is he just... Did he have a bad day and now he just wants to rage bait a cop? You're probably allowed to honk at a cop, but you're not allowed to like spam honk / recklessly drive behind them. Have you ever seen the videos of when it'll be somebody behind a cop at a stoplight and right when it turns green, they fucking just lay on the horn? Risky maneuver. I've done it to my friends. I don't think I would. You would have to pay me absurd amounts of money to do that to a cop. I wouldn't care. You would just do it. Would you guys do that? That would worry the fuck out of me. I've done it to a cop. You've sat behind a cop at a red light, and right when it turns green, just fucking lay on the horn. They're pulling you over. I feel like the average cop's gonna be like, yeah, let me see if this guy's tail light's out.
23 com, who's that come back to?
You better call your chief right now, you
That's not very nice.
Oh my God. Is he like drunk or something? What the fuck made him get so angry at the cop? Bro, she just pulled you over because you were fucking tailing her.
Well, I have the right to fucking pull you over. You were on the phone and you were doing something wrong.
So
and
you were
not.
so you were trying to pull me over?
Did you not see the lights flashing?
Okay, sounds good.
Oh my god, is he on like drugs? Did you not see the lights flashing? Oh, because he was blinking his high beams. I saw you were texting and driving. I have seen cops do that. Like, literally, you turn your head, they're, like, to the right of you on a highway, just, like, texting on their phone.
He's not coming.
Or just speeding like crazy.
And you're not free yet. I'm sorry, comm center, can you go ahead?
Your chief is coming down here, whether I got called them or your fat f***ing ass is bringing them down here.
And I'm not sure if I asked for another one, but I'll take one. He's
Yo, nice Pathfinder, buddy. Is this Elise?
refusing to identify
She just keys the car.
himself.
I'm asking for your supervisor.
Supervisor can come down, but not my chief.
Your supervisor's gonna come here.
Okay.
Because you have no business pulling me over.
Okay. But you were trying to pull me over.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I was behind you. Can you determine from
This
your...
is making no fucking sense. Do you think he's sober? I don't think he actually wanted to pull her over. I think he was like, let me annoy this cop for an extended period of time and see how long it takes for her to fucking get mad. Like, I'm assuming he thought he was just going to drive away in like 5 minutes.
Here's what's safe, because this says right here that may appear to be closer than...
10-4, do we have any recent contacts?
You see, I wasn't actually close to you. But if you look in the mirror right now, it says objects may be farther away. No, that's actually not true. I'm not making sense right now because what he said didn't make sense. He's saying that she thought he looked closer because the mirror. But in mirrors, you look further away. Right? No. He's not. You're stuttering? I know! Because I was trying to make a joke, but what he said didn't make any sense. When you look in a rearview mirror, do things look further away or closer than they are? It's further. He's saying, I only look like I was riding your ass because your rearview mirror. But your rearview mirror makes everything look further away. It's not closer. It's not closer. Why would they need to inform you of that? Chat, it's further. The objects in the rear view look further than they appear. Oh my God, it's closer. My life is a lie. My life is a lie. So what he's saying is right. Objects in the mirror are wait, no, I'm right. I'm right. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. So they appear further. We're miscommunicating here, chat. We're all on the same wavelength right now. We're on the... No. Listen. You're saying that they're closer. I'm saying they appear further. We're saying the same thing in different fonts, okay? No, we're saying the same thing. No. We're saying the same thing. That's AI? It's not AI. Why would that be AI? So what is he saying? Oh my God, why am I so confused? Ho. All I want for this holiday season is a customizable Cash App debit card. Do you know where I could get one of those? Oh, the sponsor of today's video, Cash App, could provide one for you. Now is never a better time to get in on the customizable Cash App debit card, which enables you to get exclusive discounts on everyday purchases like coffee, video games, food delivery, and more. And you can even draw a little fun figurine on your Cash App debit card. Look. It can glow in the dark, too, which is the coolest thing. That's the one that I've ordered. You should probably get that one in case you're ever in a bind where you need a glow-in-the-dark card. You never know when you're going to need one of those, but it's really cool. The Cash App debit card also has no hidden fees. There's no monthly charges, no minimum balance requirements. You also get exclusive pre-sale ticket access to some of your favorite music artists if you're a fan of concerts like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Sabrina Carpenter, and more. There's way more. And for a limited time only, new Cash App customers over the age of 18 can earn $10 if they sign up with code CASH10 at profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. And if you're 13 to 17, you can request a parent or guardian sponsored account. Use code CASH10 at profile profile at sign up and get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate a Cash App card and send $5 or more to a friend within the first 14 days. Terms apply. Thank you to Cash App for sponsoring this video. And let's get back into it.
Because this says right here that may appear to be closer than C.
10-4, do we have any recent...
No, C's wrong. May appear to be closer. He's lying. That's the exact opposite of what it says.
contacts with it?
Stand by.
I'm lost. When you're driving a car and you look in the rearview mirror, something that is 30 feet away might look 60 feet away. It's actually closer than they appear. His dumbass is saying, I wasn't actually tailing you, officer. I only look like I was because your mirror made it seem that way, when it does the exact fucking opposite. Okay, why am I getting angry?
Confirming you said one's failing to identify.
10-4, the driver is.
10-4.
Scream for help. Get out of the car and scream for help.
The driver is talking to his own child who's also in the vehicle.
Oh my God.
To his own child who's also in the vehicle.
Start screaming for help.
He's now got his child stepping out of the car to scream for help. Help!
What a terrible dad.
Bud, you don't have to do that.
Okay, he's going to do it.
Hey, but you don't have to listen to your dad right now. Oh.
Help! 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 He's actually requesting a supervisor now, if one is available.
This is the weirdest body cam video I think I've ever seen.
It's not your supervisor.
Nope, he's on his way.
Okay.
We could just sit here and wait.
He's on his way. What do you think, he's gonna fucking teleport here? Where's your supervisor? I don't know, I pulled you over a minute ago.
For him.
Ooh, this guy means business. You could tell he's the supervisor. Look at that walk. Big dog. Big dog just arrived. He about to kick some shit in.
Because you were doing something illegal. I wasn't. I was behind you.
Okay.
Honking my horn at you is not illegal. I'm allowed to honk my horn all I want.
Okay. Sounds good. Help! Help!
He's still screaming. What the fuck? Dude, so can the cops not be like, yo, kid, don't listen to your dad right now. What the fuck is happening? What is the plan?
Help! 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 Sir, do you want me to explain the law to you? Or do you want my supervisor to?
The law that I was honking my horn at?
No, that you have to identify.
Oh my God, wait, no, that's not the supervisor. That's not the supervisor. I was dead wrong. I feel like he's just the fellow officer on the scene.
Only if I had committed
Damn, yo, somebody make that guy the supervisor. He got an oral walk to him.
a crime, which I have not done.
I told you the reason.
No, that's not a crime. Honking the horn at you is not a crime.
Okay.
You do realize that, right?
You're just getting yourself more tickets.
What law is honking the horn at you?
Okay.
What law, you dumb fat is honking the horn at you?
So the tickets I'm going to give you is for following too closely and unlawful use of horn are the two ones. That's furthering my reason for the ticket. And then if you don't...
Wouldn't that be a disturbing the peace, actually? Because if you, like, I understand what he's saying where he's like, I'm allowed to use my horn, but following too closely is illegal. And if it's like, dude, there's homes here. Like, he would just get arrested for just being a nuisance.
Give me your driver's license.
I'm waiting for your supervisor. Once I ask for your supervisor, you're done.
But they always do this in body cam videos where they're like, yo, bring me your supervisor. Do they think like the vibe just changes when the supervisor shows up and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. She was mean to you, sir.
You're supposed to go wait in your vehicle until he comes.
Okay. I don't have to wait. And I'm not going to. I'm going to wait right here.
How long would it take for like the horn to run out? Or like break if he just held that down? Hours? No. I feel like it'd be like a minute. Years? Now we're Googling it. This has somebody's answered this question. If you hold down a car horn nonstop, when does it break? It'll eventually kill the battery. Depends how fast. Ooh, voice crack. Cheap horns might overheat in under a minute. Good ones drain the battery, potentially lasting hours or until it's too weak. So it'll just get more faint.
Is it gonna be funny when I tell the judge that I was following behind you honking the horn because you were doing something wrong? And I just had a conversation with the day officer yesterday that says that I have the right to do something.
Yo, I feel bad for the kid, bro. Like, this is his dad. Like, this is just, like, this is like I feel like this is like an everyday thing. Because the kid wasn't like, what? He was like, the dad went, go, just step out of the car and start screaming for help. And he was just like, okay. And just did it. Like, not questioning his dad, being like, yo, what? This is not normal.
Oh, I know who you are.
Yeah, you dumb.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I know who he is. I'm gonna go back to my squad real quick and get some tickets.
We got 3 people now. What are they doing, bro? Just like, I feel like these 2 are just standing here.
You can't write me tickets. I asked you to supervise you, fat man.
I'm recording. So, what's this stop for?
I feel like one of the cops should just go and intimidate him, you know? Pull one of these.
So I was going down Church Street, and he was flashing his lights at me and following like this close. I turned here, he's blaring his horn at me, so I pulled over. He got a 100 me, and I pulled him over for following too close and to see if he was in distress. He's failing to identify himself. I just happened to know because Kim had said she dealt with.
All right, let's take our bets. Do you think that they get in a physical altercation by the end of this video? Yes. I think this will end with someone, like him running, somebody chasing him, and then either a fist being thrown or a taser.
Somebody who is very uncooperative, and I think it's him. Can I take him to jail for not identifying himself?
We know who he is.
No. So I'm gonna give him an instruction.
No, I know she's trying to be a dick, but I feel like it's valid. She's like, can we take him to jail for not identifying himself? Because he's being an asshole, bro.
Okay. And following too close.
Yeah, if you wanted to start working on those, we'll get them out of here.
This fat yesterday was on the phone with me yesterday, and that's why she's here now.
Hey, Joe. What's up, man? I'm the supervisor. You want to talk to somebody?
Yes. Can I get out for a second?
Just stay put. I can talk to you right here.
Okay.
Man.
I was coming off of Ellis Street.
Oh my God, he has to be like inebriated, bro.
This dumb came off of fucking Main Street, had no blinker on when she made the turn. She was as well on her phone. I followed her down the road because I talked to somebody yesterday that made it very clear that if I had a problem with one of the officers, that I can most definitely make a complaint about it.
Okay.
So I was.
Yeah, that's usually where you call in and complain about an officer, not just follow them and lay on your horn for 5 minutes.
Followed her down the road to figure out who she was.
Joe, can I speak to your supervisor? Yeah, hold up. Hey, how's it going? What can I do for you? What's the problem we have today?
And I was flashing my light and honking my horn.
Were you behind her or in front of her?
I was behind her.
Okay.
And now she thinks she has the right to give me a ticket for honking my horn? I got every right to honk my horn.
How close were you to her?
I was a car lengths behind her.
Okay.
She swerved and hit the curb like a dumb bitch with her car over here.
Yeah, so he could go around me.
And I was nowhere close to being by her. Did I drive any closer to anybody else than I do any other day in the world?
Asking his kid to back him up. Dude, I have like really good driving. You know I'm a good driver, right? You know, like normally when you're like whenever you look up from like your iPad and shit, like you see that I'm like obeying traffic laws. Like he knows what the rules of the road are. Bro, when I was that young, when I was like 7 years old, we could be 5 blocks away from where I live, and it was like I was in a different universe. It was like I was in a different universe. Before I even knew how to drive, I was like lost. Like getting one place to another. Yo, you never have to know. You just sit in the car and you teleport. You don't need to know directions.
Here, so I didn't see exactly what happened, but she says you're following too close behind her.
What
she
is
stops
too
it
close?
for that.
No, that's not what she stopped me for.
Yo, okay, I gotta say, side conversation, people, I don't know, maybe it's just New Jersey. People on highways fucking drive like maniacs, bro. Not even just like Jersey slide shit. I'm saying in general, we'll be going 80 miles an hour on a fucking highway, and somebody's actually 6 feet behind me. If we're going down a rural road and the speed limit's 25 miles an hour, that's fine. But if I'm going 80 and you're 6 feet behind me and I tap my brakes, you're almost hitting me. Like, the fuck, dude. And I'll slam. The other day, I'm driving on the highway. I slam on my brakes because somebody else slams on their brakes. The car behind me slams and pulls off the road so they don't hit me. Like, they pull into the grass. They don't crash, but then they get back on the road. I'm like, dude, just stop tailing me. We're both getting to the same place at the same fucking time.
For flashing your lights or what?
She said I was honking my horn at her because I was trying to get her to stop. I was not following too closely.
Okay.
Can you guys prove it? What is the law when it follows too closely? What does the mirror say when you read that? What does that say? If you guys are so smart. Objects in mirror appear closer than they are.
It has nothing to do with what says in the mirror.
Yeah, it does. It is a lawful statement.
Objects in the mirror appear closer than they are isn't true. What? Objects in the mirror may be closer. He's reading it wrong. He's reading it wrong. No. Chat. He's reading it wrong. I'm not getting over this.
Closer than
objects in mirror appear closer than they are. That is the opposite of what it says. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. He can't fucking read. He can't fucking read. This is why it says 40% of the fucking U.S. American adults are illiterate, because he has the reading level of a fucking third grader. Objects in the mirror appear closer than they are. That he's saying that they look closer than they are. It's saying the opposite. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear, meaning they look further than they are.
They
are.
It
has nothing to do with what says in the mirror.
Yeah, it does. It is a.
Why are the cops not saying this back to him? Nobody understands. I feel like I'm crazy. I feel like I'm crazy right now. You're wrong. I feel like I'm fucking losing my mind. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. That's what it says.
Awful statement on there.
Why do you always have to be so confrontational when you deal with us?
Because you guys.
He does this often.
Why?
This is about transparency. I have been being harassed by my neighbors time after time again, and you guys allow it to happen. This called me yesterday harassing me, and then now she's pulling me over because she's breaking the law. And you guys want to write me a ticket because you don't want to sit in front of a judge in front of one of your...
Talking on her cell phone?
Is it against the law to be using electronic devices while operating a vehicle? Is it against the law in the state of Wisconsin?
Not to talk on your cell phone like this. No, it is not.
Since when is it not to be on your phone?
In a construction zone, it is. If you're on your phone like this, you can be hands-free in a construction zone, but you can be on your cellular device talking on the phone like this. That is not illegal. Okay, for us or for anybody driving, unless you're in a construction zone. Okay, so if she's on her cell phone,
I don't care what
she
you guys
can be
are
on
doing.
there talking.
Anytime you guys are doing something wrong, this is what it's going to be. And if you guys are going to try to pull me over and give me a ticket for doing something wrong, we can take it to court and we can make this a
take it to court. You're gonna fucking small claims court. You're gonna pay a lawyer. You're gonna fucking pay a lawyer to get what, fucking $500 out of this. You're gonna pay a lawyer so you don't have to pay a ticket. You're gonna spend more on the lawyer than if you just fucking paid the ticket.
Right.
Madison.
That's your right to take it to court, Joel. Just like you took that disorderly conduct ticket to court when we dealt with you down at the school.
This dumb bitch literally said in front of my kids
it ain't gonna do you any good.
I don't give a dude. What are you gonna do? Not a thing. Because obviously you're letting this fat do what the she wants anyways.
She's just doing her job.
No, she's
if
not.
If you don't agree with it, you can argue
How
in court.
is she doing her
We're
job?
not going to argue
What is the law when it comes to traveling too closely in the city?
Following at an unsafe, unreasonable distance where you wouldn't have time to brake.
Oh, so when that fat hit the curb back there, I didn't have time to go around her?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Ask that fat she hit the curb.
I can ask her.
Bro, he keeps calling her fat. Like, she's not fat, and you're also not in that great of shape, big dog. You look like... Bro, what? You look like an average. Like he's acting like he's like Arnold. Like you're like, dude, you're the very normal. You're a very normal guy at like judging other people's body types.
Because that proves that I wasn't close enough to hit her. Because when she hit the curb, then I would have hit her with it.
Oh my God! And then he's gonna pull away, and he's gonna tell his kids, he's gonna be like, "Gee, this is why the cops in this city suck."
Not
fight in court, Joe. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you all day. Okay?
Oh yeah, because you're a fucking dumb, fat, worthless piece of shit.
Hang tight until she's done, and then you're free to go after that.
Give me no tickets to the window.
Well, we're going to give them to you, so. Yeah, I can't hear you either, bud.
Dumb piece of shit.
If you know what's good for you, you'll stay in your car and wait till we're done.
Did I break the law?
Okay? So stay put. Don't make this any worse than it has to be, Joel.
What are you going to do about it?
Stop.
I dare any one of you dumb to try to put your hands on me.
Just stop. You don't.
Yo, what is with people and threatening cops for they have weapons? Like, this is the dumbest shit. Yo, I dare any one of you to put your hand on me. Meanwhile, they all have a gun holstered on their hip. They have a taser and a fucking stick. Like, dude, you're cooked if you try to fight them.
No, you started this. You're allowing your officer.
Start anything.
No, I was behind your fat officer.
If you be quiet and give us a minute, we'll be done here.
No, there's no.
He just keeps saying the same thing too. Like, I mean, I feel like there's got to be a better. Dude, the whole book of insults, you just keep calling her fat.
Minute, you dumb.
Well, whatever, Joel. Obviously, we're not going to come to any sort of agreement here. So. Yeah, if you continue to do it.
Why don't we just take it to DC at this point?
What's that?
Take him to jail for DC.
Okay.
See, I feel like that's what I like. At some point, it's like, dude, you're just being so annoying. We have to arrest you.
Stop, Joel.
You need to unlock the car, or I will smash that window open.
Oh, that would be bad for the lease.
For what?
Get out.
For what?
Step out.
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct? A ticket?
Was going to be a ticket, but now it's not.
Joel, you make this stuff worse, dude, by the way you
guys did this. This fat called me yesterday.
Just stop. Joel, knock it off.
She got me by the throat. She's got me by the throat. Stop. She's got me by the throat.
Come on.
She's got me by the throat.
Joel.
She's got me
Nobody's even touching his throat.
by the throat. She's got me by the throat.
Stop.
She's got me by the throat.
Okay.
Dude, you're on a camera.
She's got you by the
Oh.
She's got me by the throat.
Joel, nobody's got you by the throat.
She's got me by the throat.
Joel, you need to...
Dude, you guys are doing this over nothing.
We're going to do another search.
Dude, you're lying.
Like, bro, why? Bro, he could have just drove home. Like, he started all of this.
You're over pushing their boundaries.
No, I'm not.
For what?
You're the one that's being the jerk out here.
Why?
We're not doing anything.
How am I being a jerk?
Because the way you're acting.
Dude, I just got pulled over for nothing.
It's not for nothing, Joel. She explained to you why she pulled you over. You just don't agree with it. That's the problem.
Does that sound good?
So is it this going to be lawful by a judge that you guys are arresting somebody for
You'll have your day in
honking their
court.
horn?
You'll have your day in court.
Hey, let's go. Wait until I find where you are.
That's a threat. That's a threat. That's a threat. That's another one. That's ticket number 4.
Push me again.
Knock it off. Come on, Joel.
It's resisting arrest.
Well, she's f***ing pushing me, dude.
You don't gotta push us back.
I f***ing tripped on my foot.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You're lying.
Stop pushing me.
Battery to law enforcement, too.
No, stop f***ing hit me.
Joel, get in the car.
They're punching me.
No, we're not. Sit down. Get your feet in now.
Does he not know that body cams exist? I feel like this is a good maneuver in like 1980. But even then, dude, 1980, people didn't give a fuck. Now, yeah, people care, but it's like, dude, nobody's hurting you. Like 1980 pre-body cam, you could be like, they're punching me. Even then, though, people would be like, yeah, the cop's punching you. People just wouldn't care. Now people care, obviously, for good reasons, because there are cops that are bad. But it's like, every single one, there's 5 cops that are all wearing body cams.
Feet in.
Stop.
Put your feet in.
Joe.
There's my throat!
We're just trying to get you in the car.
Nope, that's on camera.
It is.
That was my throat, you dumb.
Get in. Put your feet in, Joel.
No.
No.
Stop, dude.
Then put your feet in.
Stop.
We don't want to have to.
Ooh, he got those blue jeans, probably from Old Navy.
Feet in.
Stop.
We don't want to have to pull you.
Dude, you guys are harassing me.
Joel, slide in your feet, please.
Dude, I will headbutt you.
Do it. See what happens.
Run,
That was a niche joke. Only like 3 people in chat probably understood that.
dude.
You want me to save him?
You're about to get tased, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna. I want my kid.
Jesus Christ.
Roll my window down so I tell my kid to.
Child not cooperating. Why are they detaining the kid?
Stop! I'm trying to tell my kid to stop. Roll my window down.
No.
I'm going to tell him to stop. You heard him. He has disabilities. Stop. I'm going to sue you.
Well, I feel like the kid's probably resisting because you were resisting. So now the kid's going, oh, I got to do the same thing my dad did.
Stupid.
And out to the jail.
I mean, that's like a word for word kids just modeling what their parents do.
You think
It's a child? No, I'm not mad at the child. I'm saying, like, that's the dad's fault for being an ass for a half hour. And then now his kid's just going to do the same thing.
the judge is going to be very happy this all started over honking my horn?
I don't
You
know.
think my lawyer's going to be happy with that?
I
Because I can tell you right now, it's not.
don't know. Okay.
An officer remained with Joe's child until his grandmother arrived to pick him and the vehicle up. Joe was charged with resisting obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, and battery to a law enforcement officer. While the suspect never sued over this matter as promised, court records indicate the suspect has been repeatedly sued in court for injunctions against abusive conduct, failing to pay rent, repeated issues of failing to pay
Failing to pay rent, failing to pay child support.
disputes over child paternity, failing to pay rent, and civil evictions.
So did he not have custody of his kid?
In both 2023 and 2024, the suspect was prohibited against engaging in conduct or contact with certain victims he had previously targeted. The suspect
Oh my
also
God.
has an extensive
He's a restraining order on him? What, from cops?
criminal history, listing dozens of suspected misdemeanor and felony charges. In the incident presented in the body
Since 2005, he gets like fucking 6 charges a year.
demeanor and felony
Oh my God.
charges. In the incident presented in the body cam, the
Joe B. Chat, shut up.
suspect ultimately pleaded guilty to resisting or obstructing an officer twice. The
I was 3 years old in 2005.
matter was fully adjudicated
I was 3 years old in 2005.
last month, and he was sentenced to 12 months of probation, required to write a letter of apology, attend anger management, and work to obtain full-time employment.
In a society obsessed with standing up for yourself, why do so many people
I always love the cameo from Officer John.
confuse self-advocacy with public tantrums? And then this guy actually goes and uses his own child to instigate an already bad police interaction. Some people don't wake up wanting peace. They actually wake up looking for conflict, like it's oxygen and they're running out. And when you've been a cop long enough, you recognize it before they even speak a word because it's all in the eyes. What hit hardest wasn't the insults. Officers get called every name in the book, and some no one's even heard yet. What hit hardest was a child, because there's a special kind of heartbreak watching a child get taught that fear is a tool and disrespect is a strategy. Now, in my opinion, kids don't learn by lectures. They absorb behavior. And when a child watches their own father turn a traffic stop into a street corner performance, they don't see strength. They see and quickly learn instability, and they carry it into their lives, and it just continues on. Cops.
Wow, yo, this guy's like spitting right now at the end right now. Officer John. Officer John. Start out with Officer John in the video. Why we put it at the end?
Never get to wait for harm to happen. If someone's ignoring lawful orders and flinging unstable emotion anywhere it'll stick, that's when intervention becomes duty. Now, I don't believe this guy even learned a lesson, but loud never equals right, and crazy never equals courage. And in this world, staying level-headed keeps you free, losing control gets you handcuffed, a record, and a judge deciding your future. Because loudmouths never win.
Wow. That was a fucking crazy video. Who's a kid with this whack job? Child needs to be removed from his car or from his care. Dude's unhinged. Well, I'm assuming that that kid's not in his care technically if he's paying child support. Maybe joint custody, but even then, do you pay child support on joint custody? I don't know the ruling on that. I know you pay child support if you don't have custody, you pay child support. If you do have custody, you don't. I don't know about joint custody though. snake could crush a human? Steve Backshall answers your questions.
So the Burmese python is a constrictor. It has the ability to squeeze and squash the life out of its prey. And certainly if this was a wild...
What's the PSI on this bad boy, eh? You think a Brian Shaw or like a World's Strongest Man could like resist like a python or a boa constrictor? Like if they go and just hard press that out, there's got to be one guy that could resist it. What's the constricting PSI of a python? I don't know which is bigger, probably a boa constrictor. 14 PSI? Is that a lot? I don't know the data on what would kill a human. A green anaconda can have 90 PSI, 6 times stronger than a python. 14 PSI doesn't seem like that hard to resist, you know? Can a python constrict a human? Yes. They could kill you and have you have a heart attack in minutes. Then why does this guy have it currently wrapping around his entire body?
Wild snake. I wouldn't be able to hold one this size on my own. I wouldn't be able to restrain it on my own. I'd need help. A snake of this size could eat and swallow in one go without taking bites out of it a small deer.
What? I know they can, like, unlock their jaw and swallow something pretty big, but you're telling me that guy with the head of a baseball is going to swallow an entire deer? You ever seen a video where they swallow an alligator? This might be pretty disturbing, so I'm going to throw up a trigger warning. I don't know if it's... I think it might be a python eating an alligator. Oh, an alive alligator. Okay, that's its legs. It's just throating the entire fucking alligator. There's its tail. I feel like this is a much larger... This is a giant python, though. How does he digest it, though? Like, wouldn't it be alive in his stomach for a while? Like, it's living while he just ate that. And now it just sits like a brick. He got, like, 0 mobility now. Like, if he just ate the alligator, I feel like you could walk up to the python and punch it. Like, he's not going to chase you. He's got a fucking 300-pound alligator in his stomach. Yeah, I know the acid breaks it down, but I'm like, this is a scaly alligator. How strong is the acid in a snake's stomach?
Hello, my name is Steve Backshall. I am a zoologist, and I am here to be subjected to the honesty box. Which animal would best survive a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh. Never thought about this. Now, is the zombie apocalypse a human zombie apocalypse, or all animals are, like, just turning into zombies? An ant? Yeah. An insect? Is an insect an animal? No. Isn't an insect an insect isn't a part of the animal kingdom, right? It's a bug. Oh, insects are animals. But they're in the side branch of invertebrates called Phylum Arthropoda. Biology went over my head. Anyways, yeah, an ant would be pretty fire. I was going to say a polar bear. Something that's where it's, like, really cold. So, and it's just a big animal. It's not really going to get, you know, fucked up.
The creature that is usually said to be the most hardy and the most robust is this. So this is a cockroach. There are several thousand different species.
Is it true that they could survive a nuclear blast?
And this is a legendarily tough creature. There's lots of different kinds. This one...
I think it's the radiation of nuclear blast. I think if you dropped a nuke right on top of a fucking cockroach, Chad, it's getting incinerated. They cannot survive a direct nuclear blast. I'm going to start spreading that misinformation. Dude, did you hear cockroaches could survive a direct nuke? Like, if it hit that... Dude, they're like super creatures. They're highly resistant to radiation. So, like, they could survive nuclear fallout. My friends and I constantly send each other money on Cash App for varying things. And I always have an amount of money that's sitting in there that I wish I could spend at a store, but I don't want to have to transfer it out of Cash App into a bank so that I could use it on a card in a place of business. And that is where the Cash App debit card comes into play. The customizable Cash App debit card can be customized to your individual creative needs. If you want it to glow in the dark, you can have it glow in the dark. And it also provides exclusive discounts on things that you're probably getting every day. Coffee, food delivery, video games, and more. And if you're also a fan of concerts, you can get exclusive pre-sale ticket access with the Cash App debit card to some of your favorite artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Drake, and more. There's also no hidden fees or minimum monthly balance requirements. You could also customize the card really easy on your app, ship it right to your door, and get to using it right away. And for a limited time only, new Cash App customers over the age of 18 can earn $10 if they use code CASH10 at profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. And if you're 13 to 17, request a parent or guardian sponsored account, use code CASH10 at profile at sign up, get $10 dropped into your account when you order and activate a Cash App card, and send $5 to a friend or more within the first 14 days. Terms apply. Thank you to Cash App for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
Here lives in the forest of Madagascar. I have seen one have its head ripped off by a gecko and then get up and run away without its head. That really does happen. Some
How? Where's its consciousness? Got up and run away like a chicken, or it regrew its head?
Cockroaches are extraordinary pests. They can spread diseases. They are very associated with dirt and grime. Not this one. This is an incredibly valuable animal. So these will chew up things like old rotting fruit and logs and turn them into nutrient-rich soil. Some people get
poop.
The creeps when they look at cockroaches because, you know, some of them are pretty grotty.
Could it actually survive a nuclear attack?
Certainly they are able to withstand, very high temperatures, very low temperatures, and they can go for long periods of time without food. So they'd be a good candidate, but near the epicenter of a nuclear explosion, nothing will survive.
I don't know. Very high temperatures, bro. They could survive like the desert. They're not living in like 250 degrees. They're not like sitting in an oven and chilling. You light it on fire, it's dead.
What is the closest to death you've been with an animal? I think the closest I've come was diving with crocodiles in the Okavango Delta in Botswana, swimming into a pool and seeing...
Why are we doing that? Is there like a research purpose for that? Aren't crocodiles known to be like one of the only animals that actually proactively hunts humans? Like it's misinformation that sharks will try and kill humans. They have eaten humans, but for the most part, sharks misidentify you, something bite you, realize you're not what they thought you were, and then leave. Crocodiles will like hunt you and like scope out your movement patterns for days, wait for you to go near the water, and then swallow your kid. Kill your kid. Or you. Polar bears do too, yeah. Polar bears, are there any other animals that like hunt humans? Polar bears, crocodiles, maybe an alligator. I know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, but like I would definitely misidentify one as the other. Hippos? Hippos don't hunt humans. Hippos don't eat humans. They're just very territorial. A hippo will just bite you, mangle your body, and then leave you. They won't eat you. They'll just fuck you up. They'll curb stomp you and then leave you on the side of the road. They're not going to eat your body.
And turning around to my cameraman and going, these look like the footprints of a hippo. And to encounter one here would be catastrophic. And seeing his eyes just go like this, like saucers, and I turned around and right there next to me was a hippo on the bottom. And retrospectively, looking back at it, you could have tossed a coin as to whether we lived or died in that moment. And I think the only reason that we didn't get attacked is because that hippo had never seen a human diver before and was probably just as confused as we were. But yeah, hippos are a nightmare animal and the one that you least like to be up close to.
Bro, because you can't really dodge them. You know what I mean? Like, say you got a hippo running at you, they're fat. Okay, underwater, they just run on the ground because they can't swim, so they're faster than you. And then if you're on land and you're running, they're so, like, you can't, its mouth is so big that you can't, like, 360 it, right? You couldn't, like, cross it up. Pull it up? No, you're not going to be able to do that because it's going to run at you and it's going to open its mouth and it's just going to grasp any part of your body that it gets. And then you're fucked. I feel like, could you jump on its back? But they're real slippery. Chat, you get one medieval weapon. I asked my friend this the other day. You get one medieval weapon, and I used it with a bear, but let's say a hippo. One medieval weapon pre-guns to kill a hippo. What are you using? I'm using, like, a heavy-duty crossbow. Like, not a spear. You're fucked. Maybe a spear maybe against, like, a bear. A hippo? That's doing nothing. I'm banking that a catapult. You get one shot and you're dead. Yeah, I'm going like heavy-duty crossbow, and I'm just banking that I headshot it with like a metal, like a sharp metal fucking arrow.
Which came first, snakes?
An axe. You're not even going to dent its fat.
Or lizards? Well, that's a great question, and one that modern science can address when you look at certain kinds of snakes. So the lizards were first, and the way that we know that is that when you look at some kinds of snakes, you'll see that they have these...
Brother, I ain't need to be knowing which came first. As you can see, they have these... Imagine this motherfucker, but you cut off his legs. That's a snake. Lizards came first. They lost the legs. You ain't growing a leg, you're losing a leg, right? Like a whale. You chop its legs off, it's literally... What? If you chop this thing's legs off and then edited it so it just looked like the rest of its body, I would be like, this is just a weird-looking snake.
See that they have these back limbs still attached to the rear part of their skeleton, even though now they are legless. So it's kind of a throwback to times when they would have moved using legs. But with a largely terrestrial or climbing lifestyle, they worked out that they could move by slithering, and actually the legs were just an encumbrance, so they got rid of them. So yeah, the lizards would have been around.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Do you kind of not understand how a snake moves? Like, I understand it, like, sits in a rotated pattern and it flexes parts of its body to, like, maneuver on the ground. But how do they move fast? Like, I feel like that's a very inefficient way of moving. Even in water. Like, they're swimming. They don't have, like, their tail, like, they're not kicking. They just, like, slither on the water fast as shit.
Before the snakes were. This is a blue-tongued skink. And he got that name because he's got a blue tongue. And he's a skink.
Do they use their tongues for anything?
I'm starting to think this guy's not an expert on these reptiles. I feel like he's just kind of freeballing these questions right now.
The tongue is probably a signal. So it's almost certainly as a display to other animals that could be predators, because it's surprising, it's not what you expect to see, and or a signal to other members of the same species as a display, as a sort of come hither kind of thing that, you know, brings out the randy side in other blue-tongued skinks. Which animal?
I have a disdain towards cold-blooded animals. I think they're below us. Just my take. Why? I mean, you could say it's speciesist. That's racist. It's not racist, it's speciesist. I think cold-blooded animals suck. They can't regulate their own body temperature. They need to lay out, and they have to rely... Dude, they're so... That in any natural disaster, that's why the dinosaurs died, or the early dinosaurs died. Not, I mean, like mammals were small mammals after the asteroid hit. I'm saying not like 60 million years ago. If you're going like 400 million years ago, back when there were like a lot of cold-blooded animals, they all died off because they just got skill diffed by anything that was able to like do shit at night. Like they just get eepy and they can't move. Because they can't regulate their body temperature. It's cool to see, but you're ever in like a tropical environment, like say, like even if you're in like Florida, you see like a lizard on a rock like this. That motherfucker's trying to recharge his battery. Because he actually can't do anything.
Or would you lock in a room with your worst enemy? I don't have any enemies. I'm a really nice guy.
What animal would I lock in a room with my worst enemy? The worst, like, what's like the scariest animal? A polar bear. A fucking polar bear. No. Oh my God. A Komodo dragon? One of these fuckers. Holy. They're kind of like smaller, so you might not be like as afraid of them, but they have like horrible bacteria in their mouth, and they're so dangerous. A chimp? A hippo. Okay, well, how are you getting a hippo in a room?
But what animal would I lock in a room with them? A honey badger. I'd do a honey badger and I'd smear them in honey beforehand. How about that? Honey badgers are amazing. They're in the Guinness Book of Animal Records as being the most aggressive animal on the planet.
He said he would put somebody in a room with a honey badger out of any animal you could fucking put somebody in a room with to kill them. Really?
And they're only about that sort of size, and yet they have been seen driving lions off their kill. Not a lion, lions, plural. They have so much attitude, and yeah, they're absolutely terrifying. So yeah, I would subject my worst enemy to death by honey badger.
That would be a worse way to die. It'd be a slow death.
All spiders venomous? That's a complicated question because there are at least 50,000 different kinds of spiders. They're one of the most diverse of all animal groups. Probably the best known would be something like
Tarantula.
this. So this is a Chilean rose tarantula, and it's big, scary looking and hairy, and it does absolutely have venom. Although
I've eaten one of those. Dried. Not good.
It's not particularly toxic. It's certainly not as toxic as you get from the funnel webs, the redbacks, the Brazilian wandering spiders, you know, the ones that have really pokey, toxic venom. Of the 50,000 odd different species of spiders, only a handful are not venomous, and only a handful can harm us as human beings. Generally speaking, spiders are one of the most important of all animals, and certainly
I know people say that, and I'm still just going to have the take. If you're inside as a bug, you're dead. If you're outside, I let you be. If I see a spider outside, even if it scares me, I'm not killing it. If you're inside, trespassing, dead, dead, ant, fly, stink bug, anything. Didn't you pee on anthills? Bro, when I was like 5.
If we didn't have spiders, then those things would go absolutely rampant and completely destroy our world. So we completely rely on creatures like this, but at the same time, we're really frightened of them, which kind of doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's cool, look at that. So as this spider is moving across my hands, it's leaving behind it a trail of silk, but it can use that to follow its way back to, in the wild, its burrow, which is where it has sanctuary. What's the worst bite or sting?
How long do tarantulas live? Let's take a guess. 8 years. What? Nah, that's fucking crazy. Okay, I can't get that mad about this. Female tarantulas commonly live 15 to 30 years in captivity. Males only live 3 to 7. Dude, that sucks. That sucks.
Thing you've received. That is quite a tough call to make.
God, can guys get a win for once? Jeez.
I can say the most painful by
oh my God.
far is from the bullet ant.
Once again, the guys, once again.
So
Sorry, I have no idea what he's answering right now. Oh, the worst bite sting you've ever received. Coyote Peterson almost fucking looked like he was dying on camera from the bullet ant.
That is quite a tough call to make. I can say the most painful by far is from the bullet ant. So I did a ritual with the Saterra-Maui tribe in Brazil about 15 years ago now, where the young boys, to transition to adulthood, put their hands into a pair of gloves that are interlaced with bullet ants, the world's most painful stinging insect. They're called bullet ants because one single sting feels like being shot. So you put the gloves on and you dance for about 15 minutes or so, being stung over and
15 minutes with the gloves on? Bro, you pull your hands out, they're just fucking swollen 4 times the size.
Over and over to the hands until you're overcome with overwhelming pain. And if you can withstand it, then you've gained the ability to become an adult.
All right, what happens if you fail? Do you have to like read, is this like a driver's license? Like if you fail, there has to have been somebody that's failed. It's like, oh, you're not a man yet, and then you have like, 3 months later you could do it again.
Say an adult, not a man. They explained to me that this was absolutely open to the young girls to do if they wanted to, but they never do because they think it's stupid.
It is fucking stupid. I mean, what? You're like purposefully subjecting. It's a cool tradition, but like I get the women being like, why would I want to do that? It's like a tradition, but also of peer pressure. Because like if you're a man in that society, you're a loser if you don't do it. Right? Like you're a pussy if you don't do it. So when they're like, hey, the women can do it, it's like, no, let's not start this. No, let's not start that, because then it becomes a peer pressure thing for them to do it.
What's the longest snake? Sensational question.
A boa constrictor.
And
we just have that on hand.
Yes, bring it on. So this is a Burmese python, and it's one of the true giant snakes. Amongst those, you've got the reticulated python, which is probably the longest, and the green anaconda, which is the heaviest.
Dude, it would be low-key badass to own a snake, man. Oh. Don't you only have to feed them like once a week, too? I know you gotta take care of them, but don't you have to... Like, some snakes, you just fucking throw like a rat in there once in a while. It eats like once a week or some shit.
Bodied. But the Burmese is an absolute giant. It's also one of the most overwhelming of all snakes. So this snake has escaped or been released in the Florida Everglades and is completely taking over. It's just eating everything. And now all of a sudden, the very biggest Burmese pythons found in the world are being found in Florida, just outside Disney World. So the Burmese python is a constrictor. It has the ability to squeeze and squash the life out of its prey. And certainly if this was a wild snake, I wouldn't be able to hold one this size on my own. I wouldn't be able to restrain it on my own. I'd need help. And once it starts getting much bigger than this, it would be capable of incapacitating a human being, although that very, very rarely happens. So the biggest snakes now, the reticulated python and the anaconda, can get on for 8 meters in length. There's been for a very, very long time a goal, a target of finding the first ever wild 30-foot long snake. That still hasn't yet happened, but they could well be out there somewhere. This is plenty big enough for one person to have.
Imagine a kid outside of Disney World seeing one of these things. Bro, outside of Disney World, there was a kid that got eaten by like a fucking crocodile, and then they had to shut down the river and like relocate them.
Absolutely magnificent. A snake of this size.
Disney World's literally in like swampland.
Eyes could unbelievably eat and swallow in one go without taking bites out of it a small deer, but other very big snakes.
Wow!
Like anacondas can feed on decent-sized crocodiles. You know, they can eat just about anything. Can
they choke? How are they breathing? Do they have, is this like their nostril? I'm assuming their like respiratory system's a lot different because like this is probably...
They can swallow in one go. And they have the ability to stretch their jaws around their prey and then work their head gently down it so they can swallow it in one go. And then if it's really big, they might take several weeks digesting it. Absolutely amazing. So we go back to the question before.
But that is kind of crazy, though, that, like, they really only need to eat once in a while. Like, they get one big kill, they swallow it instantly, and then they could just kind of, like, ride that for a while.
About whether snakes or lizards came first? So, there, alongside the
oh, my God, is that like its ball sack or something, bro? What are you about to show me?
cloaca, you see those two spikes there? Those claws? So those are the remnants of the pelvic girdle. So way back in prehistory, the ancestor of this snake would have had both a pelvis and legs, and that's a remnant of it. And that is the proof that lizards or legged creatures came before or were the ancestors of snakes. What are you doing down there?
Sorry,
oh, well, evolution isn't real, so... No, that's just a fluke they put there to trick us.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a hoax, like the moon landing.
I don't know how.
The Egyptian pyramids, you know,
To unrestricted.
The Earth is round.
What is the most fascinating animal you've studied? The orca, or killer whale. There is so...
I love learning about killer whales, bro. I see TikToks of them all the time being, like, curious, looking at, like, people in boats. It's kind of scary because they kind of approach you like they're about to kill you, but then they kind of just, like, bob their head up and look at you, then go back down. Only animal outside of humans with a fashion trend. Look up orca whale salmon hat.
About orca. They have the biggest brains. They are the most communicative. They have the most different kinds of society and community. They are able to be creative about their hunting methods. They're coming up with new strategies all the time. They are just utterly transfixing. And if I spent the rest of my career doing nothing but filming orca, I would still be learning something new every day. What is an amphibian? Well, that is...
Yeah, let me take this one for you, Steve. An amphibian is a creature that is both on land and in the water. Think of like Michael Phelps or somebody along those lines. Bit of an amphibious creature, right? Somebody that's able to... Maybe like a frog would be an amphibian.
Is an animal group that contains the toads, frogs, salamanders, newts, caecilians, and this...
Sicilians, like Italian people?
Extraordinary giant African bullfrog. Look at the...
I might be part amphibious.
...size of him. The giant African bullfrog, quite apart from being one of the most awesome-looking creatures on the planet, is a...
Not funny. You're a vibe killer.
...tremendous predator. And when they swallow, they use their eyeballs to push their food back into their mouths. So all amphibians have the ability to be amphibious, that is, to move between the water and the land and to live out parts of their life cycle in either of those environments. And that makes them very adaptable, but it also makes them very vulnerable because it means that changes in just one of those two habitats could lead to a massive decline in their numbers. And that's certainly what's happened with frogs in recent years. They're one of the most...
It's because I'm not raising the tadpoles like I used to. Told you all about that. Used to raise tadpoles. I upped the numbers of the amount of frogs that were in existence back when I was there. Survival rate was through the roof. Didn't you kill them? I had one bad... Okay. Yeah, we lost some in the process, but I was a kid and I had bought a tadpole sanctuary. A lot of them did get stuck in this side barrier and they got crushed. But
the best way to defend yourself...
They had a higher survival rate with me than in the wild. And then I released them into the wild.
...against a bear in the wild. It depends on the kind of bear. So if you are unlucky enough to come into contact with a polar bear in the wild, then unless you have a deterrent, you are stuffed. Because a polar bear is a wholly predatory mammal that will hunt, kill, and eat a human being given the chance. So unless you've got...
If I'm anywhere where I'm stumbling upon a polar bear in the wild, I'm bringing, like, an actual Uzi. I'm bringing a submachine gun. Actually, no. I'm bringing a fucking 12 gauge. Or a 20 gauge. Fucking buckshot rounds.
Air spray or some serious deterrent.
Not no damn rifle. I'm bringing a shotgun.
Then you're a big...
Yeah, no, you're not. Yes, I am. I think people that probably live near polar bear, like, territory have to carry guns with them.
Trouble. For the most part, grizzlies and black...
Oh, fucking Mossberg. I got a full auto Benelli on me. Just wandering the woods, waiting for... But, you know, they might just run at me. Might not be able to pull it out in time.
Bears will not attack a human being. But if they do, then with grizzlies, you're supposed to lie down and act dead. And with black bears, you're supposed to fight back. Either way...
See, here's the thing that I'll tell you, though. Black bears could be brown, and brown bears could be, like, semi-black. I went hiking one time, and I was reading something, and it was showing the different types of bears. And a black bear can literally look brown. It is the size of them that matters. So it's not actually... Like, most people go, black bear, fight back, brown bear, lie down. But you might actually see a brown bear and go, let me lie down. Turns out it's a black bear. And you just misidentified it because its skin was, or its fucking hair was brown. But it's a black bear.
If they really, really want to...
It's body shape and size.
Want to get you, you know, they're quicker than you, they can climb faster than you, they're bigger, they're heavier, they're stronger, they're more aggressive, they've got bigger teeth, bigger claws. I mean, you just kind of got to pray it doesn't happen, really. Is it true you should run away from crocodiles in zigzags? To be honest, you would rarely have to run away from a crocodile. If you're on land, then you can go faster than they can, with a possible exception of something like the Johnston's freshwater crocodile, which is...
I think the average human is not escaping a crocodile, brother. Have you ever seen the videos of American tourists try to get away from Cabo waves, where they just perpetually fall over and over again? And they have the urgency of a snail. Clueless, right? I think a crocodile pulls up on, like, an average person from Florida. Actually, a person from Florida is probably prepared. An average person from, like, Nebraska, dead.
Pretty rapid and can gallop. You're big crocs, a salty, a Nile crocodile, a mugger, something that's going to be big enough to eat you on land, you should be able to get away from it. The zigzag thing, I mean, it could work, but then if they're going in a straight line and you run off to one side and then come back to the middle again, that's when it's going to nail you. So actually thinking about it, no, don't run in zigzags, just run. Which animal has the most legs? Well,
centipede.
My candidate would be this. This is a giant millipede. So the millipedes and centipedes are in the same invertebrate group.
So cool, dude. Look at them walk. Oh.
A giant millipede. So the millipedes and centipedes are in the same invertebrate group, but they're very different. They're completely different in the way they live their lives. Millipedes have far more legs. They have double the amount of legs per body segment than centipedes.
See, like, this makes sense to me. Now you chop those off, it's a snake. How does it move?
Do. And the very biggest of these can get to have well over 1,000 legs. This one here has 240. I know because my friend Mark counted them all. They have this thick armor.
How do you get them to stay still?
Protects them from predators. And they also secrete a substance which contains cyanide from their...
Dude, imagine taking a bite out of that thing. Oh. Imagine you just bite its head off, bro. That shit probably pops like a grape. Ugh.
Leg joints. So you most certainly would not want to try and eat one.
Oh, wait, they're poisonous?
So you also secrete a substance which contains cyanide from their leg joints. So you most certainly would not want to try and eat one. What's the worst place you've gone to the toilet? So I was filming harpy eagles in a jungle in South America, and I was 4 days sleeping up a tree filming this harpy eagle. And because it was...
Worst place I've ever taken a shit was... I've never shit outside. I shit in a log cabin in the woods for a trip. Sophomore year of high school. And it was like 8 guys to a cabin and only 1 bathroom. So guys would shit outside. I would just wait. And I would make sure that in the morning I would get up earlier than everybody else so I could take a dump. And I've told this story, but we had to go on this trip. Like, every day we would leave the cabin and go do, like, wilderness shit. So we had to get on the bus. And somebody, like, walking through the woods stepped on another guy's shit. And while we're, like, he was just like, oh, I stepped in poop. He was, like, an awkward kid. Nice guy, but he was like, oh, I stepped in shit. Continues to just get on the bus with human feces on his shoes. One of the kids in a grade above me, who I ran track with, was like, fuck no. Yelled at the kid to take his shoes off and then fucking took him out of the bus and either threw him out or fucking put him on another bus. And he was like, well, now I have no shoes. I was like, dude, it reeked. It smelled like fucking human feces.
I was there with the chick on the nest and we didn't want to disturb it. We weren't going up and down the whole time. We were sleeping up the tree. And on the first night, I was in my hammock at the top of this rainforest giant tree when I felt my stomach go, and I knew that I was in trouble.
Oh, dude, you're all the way on the hammock, though? Yeah, I'm pulling my pants down, leaning over the hammock, and just fucking hitting a waterfall right off the... One of those, you feel it in your stomach, you're like, this is diarrhea. This is, if I fart, I think I'm going to piss out of my ass.
And for some reason, I thought, no, I'm going to tough it out. I'm not going to go down. I'm going to stay up here. So I kind of got my harness and I squeeched it down to my the back of my legs and put my backside out the back of my hammock and basically squirted like a bird for about 2 or 3 hours. Out the back of my hammock.
2 or 3 hours? 2 or 3 hours, bro? Oh my God, he had like this stomach flu. Bro. I thought it was going to be like a one and done. 2 and 3 hours just hanging over animals. You just shit on top of some animal walking in the fucking jungle.
Until finally, 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, this is just awful. I'm dying here, so I've got to descend. Unfortunately, I had to descend down the ropes that were right by my hammock that I had basically pebble dashed for the last couple of hours. So by the time I got down to the bottom, I was in no state to, to meet anybody else. Nobody wanted to come anywhere near me. It was horrific. What you do if someone is bitten by...
And I doubt he had toilet paper up in the hammock with him, you think? He probably had to descend with, like, shit in his ass. And when you have a diarrhea shit like that in an awkward position, dude, your whole fucking... You need a bidet, man. At that point, you're just, like, your whole butt's covered in fucking poop, dude. That's so gross.
By a snake. Number one thing is keep them calm. So if you are to become agitated and your heart rate increases, then you speed the process of venom around the body. Apply a pressure bandage, not a tourniquet, but a pressure bandage. Usually a bite is going to be to the lower limbs, to the ankles or feet. So bandage around the lower limb to prevent the spread of venom from the site. Do not go after the snake itself. Do not try and suck the venom from the wound. Get that person to hospital as quickly as you possibly can. And, you know, the vast majority of times, if you can do that quickly, then their chances of survival are very good. If, on the other hand, you...
I'm just not staying calm. Like, I told y'all about how I almost got bit by a fucking rattlesnake in Wyoming. And that was really scary because we were, like, an hour away from a hospital. And we were in, like, a 4x4 in, like, the middle of Wyoming. You did not tell us that. Yeah, I did. I was on a trip in Wyoming, and we were in, like, the mountains. We're in a 4x4, and we're just, like, chilling, talking. We're talking about mountain lions and how they, like, live around here. I was like, that could be scary. And we had a gun, just in case. Like, and then we're, like, literally 20 miles from, like, the nearest house. We're really far out. And we see this metal pipe just in the middle of the rock, like, on top of a mountain. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So we go up to it, and there's a bush next to it. And I'm looking down the pipe. And I start, like, as we're looking, I hear... And I'm like, for like 3 seconds, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then I go, oh! And then I run. I literally go, oh, fuck. And I jump out. And then he runs too. And we see like one peeking its head out from the bushes. And it turns out there's like a family of them. And he's like, we got to kill him. We got to kill them. They're a nuisance. I'm like, okay. So he tries to shoot one. They all go into their hole, and then we leave. But I was like, dude, if I got bit, we would have died. Or I would have died. And I'm like, I'm not staying calm in that situation. I get bit by a fucking rattlesnake. I'm just, bro, I'm like, at that point, I'm going, GG's, man. GG's, man. Don't even bring me to the hospital, bro. Just fucking, let me just sit and bask in this for a fucking minute or two.
Wound open and panic and charge around like crazy, then, you know, there's a lot of snakes that can kill you and do it pretty quickly. How
Let
can
me
you
Google that? How long does rattlesnake venom take to kill you? Oh, 6 to 48 hours? Oh, you're good. Immediate medical care is needed between 30 minutes and an hour. Extreme cases, you could die within 2 hours. Yeah, my heart rate would probably spike to about fucking 180.
tell if an animal is dangerous? That's a harder subject than you might think. There's an awful lot of animals that give you a real show of being dangerous, but might not necessarily have what it takes to back that up. A really good example would be this. So this is a milk snake, and it has these lurid, bright, dramatic colours. It's got red, black, and yellow. And the reason for that is that in the same area that this snake lives in is a highly, highly venomous snake, a coral snake in the cobra family, that has the same coloration. So effectively, you know, all other animals will see this and go, ah, coral snake, do a runner, and they'll leave it alone. So it's managed to be safe from predators while not having to go through the whole energy expenditure thing of generating venom for itself. And so mimicry like this is remarkably common in nature. You have so many different animals that are totally harmless, but are just doing a really good job of faking it. And this milk snake is one of those. Ironically, some of the snakes in this group are the most dangerous to other snakes and only feed on snakes, but to everything else, they are completely harmless. Mimicry is one of the most intriguing, elegant solutions in nature. In which
you get sold a milk snake on the black market, turns out to be a coral snake. You just get fucked.
Which interaction with an animal were you most scared? Despite the fact that I've been doing this for more than 25 years, the amount of scary interactions I've had have been few, and they're most often with big animals. So they're things like hippos and rhinos, and I had one particular one with an elephant on the border with Zimbabwe and Mozambique, and that was in about 1998. We were on foot. There weren't any big trees around, and we got charged by a single bull elephant. And he came from a good couple of 100 meters away, came at us, making all the noise in the world, flapping his ears, trunk all over the place. And he got to within about 5 meters of us, of myself and the camera crew, and then stopped. And it was a mock charge, but it didn't feel like one. And if he had decided to follow through with it, then, you know, there's no way that any of us would have survived. We would have been...
Seems like he's getting into a lot of near-death scenarios. I feel like we got to plan out these adventures a little bit better.
Is there any truth to the theory that global warming will bring more dangerous creatures to Britain? Yes, yeah, absolutely. I think at the moment it's fairly apocryphal, but there's no doubt that we've had bigger smacks of certain kinds of jellyfish in our seas over the summers than we've had in the past. Whereas the Portuguese man o' war used to be a 1 in a million sighting, all of a sudden they're washing up on our beaches in quite large numbers. The spread of the false widow spider, which admittedly has been here for a very long time, but is heading...
What do British beaches look like? I feel like they're probably like as bad as the Jersey Shore. There's no way this is in the UK. This looks fucking sick. This is a UK beach. Where is this? That's awesome. I doubt that that's Cornwall. Where is Cornwall? Is that like south? Yeah, it's on the tip. On the very tip of the UK. But that's not where like most people live. London Beach. Wait, no, London's not... Like, what's a beach near London? Because London's not on the water, right? Be like Southend, Whitstable. They don't even have beaches. Southend Sea. Southend Sea Beach, UK. This is like a more realistic beach. It's like the Jersey Shore. It's like the Jersey Shore. Okay. Yep. It could be good on some days, but overall fairly depressing.
Heading further and further north and becoming more and more common, and is now one of our most regularly seen spiders around the house, is, you know...
Wow, dude, getting stung by a man-o'-war after you eat your fish and chips. Terrible vibes.
Only going to be exacerbated as our temperatures rise. And then, of course, the biggie is going to be whether the malarial mosquito reaches here or whether malaria with mosquitoes reaches here. And that could happen...
Malaria? Can we get vaccinated for that?
Very soon. So yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest conundrum of climate change around the world, but it's definitely a possibility.
No? What do you mean, no? You can get vaccinated for malaria. Yeah, there's vaccines for malaria. There's no malaria vaccine for travelers. Prevention relies on medication and bite prevention. It is wild that half of the people who have ever lived have died of malaria.
Have you ever swam naked with sharks? Do you know what I have? Weird as it may seem, I did a program for kids a long time ago now, and we were in shark-infested, great white shark-infested waters in South Australia. And I was being dragged behind the boat to demonstrate the streamlining of sharks, or tuna, I think it was. And as I was being dragged along on this rope alongside the boat, it ripped my shorts off. So I was being dragged along behind the boat on camera, absolutely starkers, in highly shark-infested seas. Yeah, not the smartest move in my career. Who would win in a fight?
Brother, this is like the fourth story this video where you talked about almost dying. I mean, like, why are we doing that? To demonstrate a tuna to you guys, I'm gonna go troll myself behind a boat like you would do if you're fishing when people tend to catch sharks. That's what we're gonna do today.
You, Ross Kemp, or Bear Grylls? Oh no, Ross.
Well, isn't Bear Grylls like a half of his shit's like phony? I don't know who this dude is. Half of like Bear Grylls videos are like fake.
Kemp is practically my neighbour and a good friend. Bear is another very good friend. So I don't know. I mean, Ross does a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's a big guy. Bear, you know, has a military background, super, super highly trained. I cannot believe I'm answering this question seriously. It's me, it's obviously me. What's scarier, a great white shark or a saltwater crocodile, and why?
Saltwater crocodile. I would be more scared okay, I don't know. If I was in the water, I think, like, socially instilled, I'd be more afraid of the great white shark, but I would be in way more danger with the crocodile. And just like, dude, imagine being in like murky ass water and you just see its eyes. Like it's like 50 feet away. You're like trying to cross a river. Then you just see its eyes peek up and then it submerges. And you're like, fucking just trying to sprint across. Bro, that would be just GG's. I'd be like, I don't know where the fuck it is. How are you going to defend yourself? A shark, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I can like jab it in its gills and I can at least see where it's coming from, face it.
So I have dived with both great whites and big crocs outside the cage, and there is no comparison. The great white shark is a relatively predictable animal, and if you can keep your eyes on it, and you know where it's going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it usually wouldn't like if you face it, I feel like it's always more curious than like aggressive.
Generally avoid you to get to food that's behind you. They'll swim around you to get a food item that's over your shoulder. And one of the critical things is if you can keep your eyes on them, even if they do start coming towards you, a hefty bump on the snout with your camera, their snouts are so sensitive that they will just take it and swim away. Whereas a big crocodile, were you to bump that with your camera, it would snap and savage you. So I don't think there's any comparison. I think big sharks are far, far less scary than big crocodiles underwater.
What did it for me was when I saw a video of a crocodile death roll another crocodile's leg clean off, eat it, and then they both just went on with their day. Like, it didn't care. Like, I was just like, whoa, that's normal. Do they regrow limbs? They can regenerate a limited structured portion of their tails, but not their limbs. So that guy just got fucked.
How do animals camouflage themselves? So many different ways. I mean, this is an area that we call crypsis in science. And you can have everything from just the color. So this rat snake has a kind of green coloration that would blend into the trees and the bushes that it lives in. But it goes one further, because if you look at the end of the snout, there's a protuberance which kind of looks a little bit like the end of a leaf. And certainly if you add the shape of the head to that as well, it could easily blend in with leaves. And that's obviously perfect for becoming one with your surroundings, therefore being much less visible to prey. And also, for an animal like this, when it's small at least, to predators too. So it's a double-edged sword. It protects you from being eaten while giving you the chance to get yourself a good lunch.
It's pissing me off he's all clumped up like that. Like, I want him to, like, untangle himself. Like, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that?
At least to predators too. So it's a double-edged sword. It protects you from being eaten while giving you the chance to get yourself a good lunch. This is known as the rhino rat snake, for obvious reasons, because it's got that protuberance on its snout. And that's just one of a million different ways that animals have of blending into their background. Have you witnessed the effects of climate change in your career? Like so much. It drives me bananas that in this country we still have a lot of people who are climate change deniers. Whereas if you were to go up into the Arctic, it is a visible, actual part of everyday life. It is something that you see all around you all the time. Likewise, you know, I've spent quite a lot of time on the low-lying Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean islands in recent years, and they're counting the years until they are underwater. You know, this is not something that only occurs on the pages of a newspaper or in some statistical report that people never read. It is reality. And particularly in the Arctic, local people will say, in the last couple of years, we've had insects turning up that no one even has a name for, fish in our sea that we've never seen before, and ones that we've had for the last 4,000 years that we don't see anymore. Our ice is forming later, it's breaking up earlier. Up there was a glacier in 2005, it's not there anymore. Up there was a glacier all the way back to, through thousands of years, and it's not there anymore. Climate change is a reality. Here is one of the few places where it's still...
Damn, dude. That's like really upsetting. Obviously we all know about climate change and like global warming in general, but it's like, is there a point where it stops and then starts to like reverse or heal or get better? I know some people say like the ozone layers healing itself, but like, is there a point where, maybe not in our lifetimes, but like where island nations start to get submerged to a point where like they have to actually move to mainland countries? And then at that point, like, you have to change how you live everyday life. Storms get worse. Certain areas become actually just uninhabitable, even on land.
Something that we struggle to get hands on.
We're just getting hit with, like, fucking hurricanes every goddamn week.
And that's one of the reasons why we still have climate science deniers. Why do female insects eat the males after sex? It's actually kind of rare. It's not just insects. So, the ones that are best known are the praying mantises and then certain kinds of spider, like the redbacks and the...
You think they know that's going to happen? Like the male praying mantis? Like, is he like getting it on, like, I'm probably going to be dead in, maybe like 5 minutes?
The widow spiders. And, pure and simple, it is protein. There are some other kinds of spiders that will present gifts to their mate as they're approaching copulation. Others that will literally offer themselves to be eaten as a gift to the female. So she's getting a protein meal, so she has more chance of being able to raise viable youngsters. It doesn't happen all the time. I used to breed praying mantises, and I would...
He presents himself to be eaten to ensure their survival, bro. That's crazy.
Say, 90 times out of 100, the mating would either happen or not happen, and there'd be none of the nasty, grim, grotesque consumption post-coitus. But when it does happen, it is the most grisly, macabre, stomach-churning, and yet absolutely riveting thing you'll ever see. You absolutely cannot take your eyes off it. And I'm aware that as I'm saying this, I am sounding like a total psychopath. Who is your greatest hero? I'm going to be obvious and say Sir David. I think that he is the...
Bro, David Attenborough has been like the nature guy in just like modern history. He's like 101 now. David, to put that in perspective, David Attenborough was in his 60s in the 80s. That's wild. David Attenborough was born in 1926. He's almost 100. He's 99. I feel like people don't understand how wild that is to live that long. Like most people in their 60s are like, oh, I'll be dead in like 10 years. Like, bro, in the 80s, he was receiving pension. Like, that are we like he could access his 401k in the 80s.
And his tone of voice, his sense of how a story works, of where to put the hooks and where to, draw you in, is unparalleled. He is an extraordinary human being, one that I'm very, very lucky to have worked with in the past. And yes, he is absolutely my inspiration. The most dangerous British animal is almost certainly the cow. At particularly times of year when you've got female cows that have calves, they can be very protective and they will quite often charge if they feel that they're threatened. And then obviously...
That's the most dangerous animal in all of the UK.
A big bull is an animal that is not to be trifled with.
But there's a fucking farm animal.
There's a handful of people killed by cows here in the UK every single year. They are, without question, an animal that has to be taken very, very seriously. If you're out walking in the countryside, particularly if you've got a dog with you, always be vigilant, and particularly around about, spring sort of time when the animals are most likely to be grumpy. What's your opinion on zoos? Very different to what many people would expect. I have the great privilege of being able to spend my life in the world's most exotic places, filming the world's most exotic animals. For me to have a negative response to zoos when they are the first and sometimes the only way that a lot of people get to see some kinds of exotic animals, I think would be unconscionable. I have to know that zoos can have a massive role to play in getting people excited about wildlife, and I certainly see it with my kids. You know, they've switched on to animals that they've seen for the first time in zoos.
I feel like it's when a zoo is either helping rehabilitate animals or animals that aren't fit for survival. Like, if you have a lion or something that, like, if you released it back into the wilderness, it would die. Just keep it in a zoo. Right? That, or, like, I feel like zoos are always worse for predatory animals. When you see animals that, like, get eaten, they usually don't give a shit that they're in a zoo. It's always, like, animals that are, like, meant to be roaming and hunting that just get, like, fed that are, like, severely depressed.
Zoos and now want to go out and see and protect in the wild. And there are zoos and zoos as well. You know, there are zoos that have an appalling approach to animal management and are definitely negative for the animals that are kept there. And then there are others for whom conservation is their main focus and do incredible conservation work both here and around the world. So I am very, very divided in the way that I approach zoos, but I certainly don't condemn them out of hand. And in many cases, I think they can be an incredibly positive thing. Oh, last question. Next animal to go extinct. That's a stinker. There are animals going extinct all the time.
Oh my God, what's the one animal that lives in or off the coast of California? I just learned about it, didn't even know that it existed. A vaquita. There are like 10 of them that exist. They're like these weird dolphin-like creatures. And I had never heard of them until like maybe a month ago. 2 months ago. Look at that. They're like tiny little dolphin creatures. There's only like 5 of them.
That we, you know, may not be aware of. There are many that are kind of poster childs for conservation that will, without question, go within the next couple of years. Probably the saddest of those is the vaquita, which is the world's smallest kind of whale or dolphin. It's a.
I learned about that. I learned about that shit like a month ago.
Is about.
That's not a pre-watch. It's not a pre-watch.
That big.
It's big news, chat. I keep up with animal extinctions.
So it's not much bigger than your average puppy dog. And they live in the Sea of Cortez in Mexico. They have...
Somebody in chat said the white rhino. Yeah, isn't there... The white rhino is an animal that's... There's like 2 in captivity, but they're both male or female, so they just like can't reproduce.
Been destroyed by the trade for the swim bladder of a fish called the totoaba, which is used in traditional medicines, has absolutely no function whatsoever, and yet trade in this ridiculous thing, a swim bladder. It's, you know, it's nothing. It's a box inside a fish which can achieve nothing in medicine. Targeting that has almost eradicated this phenomenal vaquita porpoise, which will go extinct soon. By most sort of ideas, there's probably 10 animals left. You know, they could be gone already. So it's incredibly sad, but that is not going to be the last animal to go extinct by any means.
I always wonder, too, without, like, wildlife conservation effects, like, there are populations of animals that reach, like, as low as, like, 40 or 50 and then regenerate, but it's like, how do they even find each other in the ocean? Like, if you're one of 10 vaquitas, it's like, how do you even... The alarming rise of realistic AI content. Visual Venture video. Love this guy.
These days, it's getting harder to tell what's real and what's AI generated. There's already thousands of fake videos all over the internet, and they look real.
Can you tell the difference?
Well, and then what's getting really scary, too, is like the AI fact checkers that check if something's AI are like wrong a lot of the time. Like, they'll scrub the watermark, and then the AI checker will say that non-AI things are AI, and AI things aren't AI. So it's just, like, unreliable. So now you're just, like, you're kind of training your own brain to see what is and isn't AI. And I do want to say, I think like 5 years ago, you know, like 2021, if you had showed any of us like a really good Sora video, we wouldn't know that it was fake. But because AI's been so like prevalent in social media now, I think you're good at determining what's real and what's fake. I'm not promoting this, but there's TikTok videos where they show a side-by-side real video of somebody cooking and a fake AI video of them cooking, and the differences are so minute, but it's like, it kind of feels like chicken gendering, where you just get better at determining what's AI and what's not. Like, your brain recognizes it and you don't know why. For those of you that don't know, the way they gender chickens it's like really fucking impossible. Like when you gender a chicken, you don't know. So like they actually like train themselves to just like kind of guess, and then they fact check. They guess, they fact check. And it gets to a point where they just get them right and they don't really know why. They just kind of understand like what the general attributes of like a male or female chicken is. Similarly with AI, I think it's like, you just get better at determining what's AI and what's not. There are still some videos, though, that are so realistic. The ones, like, whenever there's somebody wearing glasses and they turn their head, the AI gets the reflection right? Like, the sun beaming and reflecting the object, like, if they turn, it's like the detailing is uncanny.
Between AI and the real thing. If we can't discern the difference between the real and the fake anymore, how are we meant to trust anything?
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI.
That's so obvious, though. Why is it so obvious? Like, nobody's face looks like that. Why is that so obviously AI?
I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actress. Or, as some might call me, the end of civilization.
AI videos used to look absolutely ridiculous, but it's clearly getting scarier. It's only been a couple of years, but beginning to look so realistic that everyone is starting to worry. And this is only the beginning of AI.
Dude, I mean, when Sora dropped originally, and there were some good videos, I remember there was one of like a dog barking at a door, and I was like, aw. And then it just opens its mouth and shoots a fire hydrant's worth of water out of its mouth. And I go, oh, that was fake. Oh. Like, there's another one that's super realistic. It's this dog that's like a Great Dane, really tall. It's in this like dirty-ass apartment, and this guy's petting it. And the details in the back are so real that you're like, oh, this is probably real. And they downgrade the quality, so it's harder to tell. So, like, AI videos that are like security cam footage or like shit that's in like 420p. You made a TikTok about that? I did. If you have like a video that's like 420p in AI, it's so hard to tell the difference. When it's like high quality, AI is like too smooth.
Yeah, today I'll break down real cases that show how powerful realistic AI has become and how easily it can be abused. So it is the new year, and my goal is still the same, to increase the number of videos that I put out without sacrificing quality. And to do that, we got to keep growing, guys. So it would mean the world if you subscribe. And
yeah, subscribe to Visual Venture, chat. I love this guy's videos.
Promise to make the best videos I possibly can for you. I'm Visual Venture and you are awesome. When AI videos stopped looking fake. Everyone likes to say they can recognize an AI video instantly.
I'm pretty confident I can recognize an AI video.
But the truth is, most people can. Most especially the older generation that's not online like us. And one...
Oh my God, an older generation. Yo, literally older generation's just getting scammed, bro. Oh my God. Like, I wonder if do you think we're going to get scammed like 80-year-olds are right now with like AI fucking like voice changer mods and like video shit? It'll be that, but like much more futuristic. Yeah. I feel like when I get old, I'm just going to be like a paranoid old person. And that's how you fix it. You just don't trust anyone. Who are you? You're not my son.
YouTube clip proved it. The clip was titled German Shepherd Saves Kid from Eagle Attack. It hit 47 million
German Shepherd Saves Kid from Eagle Attack
views in just 2 months. The video showed an eagle grabbing a little boy. It looked like it was about to fly off with him. At the last second...
Dude, I saw one a bunch of old people were commenting on of a squirrel. It was like a squirrel or a cat stealing like food from like a supermarket. And people, dude, all the old people are like, well, they're grimy little paws. I knew a cat would be able to do that.
Family dog came and kept the eagle from getting the boy. It was a close call. Moments later, the boy's mother ran outside to protect him. The video went viral almost instantly.
See, it was a low quality video. It's really hard to tell.
Viewers left emotional comments like, "That dog deserves so many treats for his braveness. This is why they say a dog is man's best friend." Others even called the dog a hero. But there was one issue. This rescue never actually happened. The video was completely AI generated. You might have been able to tell, but many people couldn't. And when that fact came out, people stopped cheering. Now the question was, how did AI manage to look this real?
Yo, and the worrisome part of that is then like half of the people know it's fake, half think it's real. Those half that think it's real talk about it, and then it becomes an actual real story in like people's minds.
That level of realism didn't come out of nowhere. In 2023, AI videos looked awful. The perfect example was the Will Smith spaghetti clip. Then came a big leap. In 2024 and 2025, a new wave of AI video tools appeared. The most powerful was Sora 2, created by OpenAI.
We're launching Sora 2 inside the Sora app, allowing everyone to push the limits of their imagination and create in ways we never thought possible.
Sora 2 was trained on 70 million real videos. That number is hard to wrap your head around. If you watch 10 videos a day, it would take 19,000 years to finish all 70 million. The AI studied how light bends, how people move, and how shadows fall in real life. That training fixed nearly every flaw that made AI videos look fake in the past. The results were a major leap forward. Sora was also incredibly easy to use. You opened the app, described what you wanted, and clicked generate. Millions tried the software. Realistic AI videos flooded social media, and before the world could adjust, the technology took another leap forward. Sora 2 included a feature called cameos.
If you want to use the cameo option,
oh my god, all the Jake Paul ones. They get the voice. The voice is what's fucking freaky, dude. Like the exact pitch and like mannerisms that they can ace that, which is freaky. It's not like just, oh, it sounds like me. It talks like you. It like the way it connects sentences is like how people would.
all you have to do is select someone, or you could select yourself if you want yourself to be in the video.
Cameos allowed users to insert a real person's likeness into an AI-generated video. They just had to provide a picture of their face and a sample of their voice. From there, the user typed what they wanted that person to do. Then Sora combined the face, the voice, and the instructions to create a full video. OpenAI understood how dangerous this could be, so they added a watermark, a small Sora label showing the video was AI-generated. But that safeguard didn't last. Within days, users figured out how to remove the watermark. Some even posted tutorials.
Yeah, and you're like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Like, hey, this is what we're gonna do to ensure that this is an AI video in people's minds. We're just gonna add a fucking watermark. What? Like, that's the end-all, be-all for getting people to understand something's AI. Dude, since 2015, people have been able to fucking remove watermarks. That's the solution we have.
That meant realistic AI videos featuring real people were spreading with no identifiers. By that point, it was too late to stop the surge.
There's already thousands of fake videos all over the internet, and they look real. You won't be able to tell the difference in a lot of these.
That YouTuber even created a challenge, asking viewers to guess which videos were real. It was almost impossible for most people.
Are you ready? Go.
Bottom was real.
My friends,
yeah.
AI in itself isn't dangerous. The danger comes from how people choose to use it. Fake news. We rely on news to make important decisions. Financial updates, weather reports, and health alerts shape how we see the world. That's why the biggest fear around realistic AI has always been misinformation. A single fake story can spread.
And it's not, dude, the worst of this is fucking Twitter, bro. I am going to stand on that. When you're on Twitter, dude, it's not even AI. It's just there's people that's entire accounts is just spewing fake news. Like, actually just spewing fake news. And then everybody's line of defense is at Grok. Is this true? And we're not actually going to look into it ourselves. We're going to see something, and then we're going to go at Grok. Is this true? And then we're going to fully just trust whatever Grok spits back.
faster than the truth.
Canada has declared war on the United States. Let's go to Joe Braxton, who is live at the border.
Many people thought this broadcast looked real, but what the reporter said next proved it wasn't.
I'm currently at the border, but there is no war. Mom, Dad, I know this looks kind of real, but it's all
It sounds fake.
AI.
The video wasn't trying to fool anyone. It was created to warn the public about how realistic fake news was slowly becoming. Soon, more warning clips appeared.
Angela Carter here, live from the Cedar Grove flood disaster. Just kidding, I'm not real. From Clearwater Beach, where an unidentified, just kidding, I'm not real.
These warnings mattered because people were already creating.
See, you know what's fucked too? Is it's like really funny to try and like show one of your grandparents these videos and make him think that it's real. But then like the downside is you recognizing like, holy shit, like old people aren't capable of understanding the difference between like real and fake videos at all. Like we're getting tricked. Like, you know, 15, 20% of the time. They're just fully believing like anything. Really. The one funny shit thing that people do, I saw one where this mom was like having a conversation with her daughter, and the daughter like generated an AI image of like a dirty like man like laying on her bed. And she was like, this guy just like knocked on our door and asked if he could stay, and he was really tired, so I let him sleep here. Like, he'll probably leave in a couple of hours. Mom calls her and is like, what the fuck? You let that guy in our house? Starts freaking out. She's like, yeah, Mom, he's asleep. Like,
fake news about the most surprising things. In one case, a realistic AI image showed the Pentagon on fire. People believed it was real, and the stock market reacted immediately.
A viral fake picture followed by a real dip in the markets Monday.
The Dow now down about 200 points. The S&P down about 0.25% right now.
The Dow down 0.57%. I don't think that's straight up just because of the Pentagon. All right?
Another story.
That's not because of AI alone. I think that might be a genuine coincidence. There's probably people that did sell their stocks, but those people are fucking stupid. Like, they see one image on an Instagram reel of like the Pentagon on fire, and then they go, "Yup, I'm going to go withdraw all my money from my bank and sell everything that I have."
Claimed a giant sinkhole opened up in Australia, but that was fake too. Even world leaders weren't safe from realistic fake news.
A video allegedly depicting Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. engaging in what looks like use has sparked widespread controversy and outrage.
The clip upset a lot of citizens, but once again, it wasn't real. Some even tried using AI content to interfere with elections. It happened in Slovakia. Just days before a 2023 parliamentary vote, an audio went viral online. In the recording, one of the top candidates sounded like he was planning to rig the election. It caused outrage in Slovakia. The candidate scrambled to explain that the recording was made with AI.
Within hours, fact-checkers debunked the posts as likely fakes, prompting Meta to label them, but people continued to share them.
Unfortunately, he didn't have enough time for damage control. The election was only 2 days away. The country voted.
I understand there's freedom of speech, but there should be some sort of like ban on an individual for using AI for that purpose. You know what I mean? Like, if you're somebody that's like prompting like fake news things to try and like rig an election, like you should be permabanned from using any of those generative AIs like for the rest of your life. Like that's that's actually defamation. Like you could get sued for that.
No one can say how much the fake audio influenced voters, but the mere idea is disturbing. However, not every fake AI news was completely made up. Sometimes people mix real news with AI footage. For example, in March 2025, Myanmar was hit by a devastating earthquake.
After a powerful 7.7 earthquake struck central Myanmar this morning.
It hit around 1:30 p.m. local time, close to Mandalay.
People went on Facebook to search for updates. Instead, they found AI-generated clips showing scenes that never happened. Based on the comments, many viewers didn't realize the footage wasn't from the actual earthquake.
And these are losers that are trying to farm pennies on Facebook. These are losers that are creating AI-generated videos of like people dying in the earthquake When actual people are dying for the sake of being like, yeah, let me try and like farm views off this shit so I could get money.
It's an even more dangerous method for creating fake news. People are taking real studio footage of reporters and changing what the reporters are saying.
Breaking news, 50 Cent is taking over Texas. Fans will be able to meet and take pictures with the rapper at various spec stores all over Texas.
Fake news feeds on people's appetite for news about disasters and scandals. And with AI, you can generate any news with a few prompts.
Bro, you know the start of... Okay, I think this was like one of the earliest starts that I saw. It wasn't AI, but does anybody remember those fake Mr. Beast ads that were like all over YouTube maybe like 2-3 years ago? And it was like an image of Mr. Beast or like his logo, and it was like handing out free money. You have to just sign up for this. And people would like click the link, and it would just be like some scam.
The prompt says, generate a realistic TV news reporter stand-up. NBC News correspondent Emily Ikeda is standing in a snowbank with snowy trees behind her.
Minutes later, the AI produced a full news segment.
This is an area used to winter weather, but as you can see in the drooping tree branches, this colossal storm dropped heavy snow.
That's a fright.
Wow, that voice sounded real. That was like a news reporter voice.
Part. Fake news is incredibly easy to create now, and society is soon going to feel its impact.
Can you tell the difference between AI and the real thing?
News is only one part of the problem. Realistic AI is now affecting love and relationships. When loneliness met AI.
Oh my God, motherfuckers dating AI. Walk up. Hey man, what's that? Delete his AI history. You just killed my girlfriend. Oh. Delete.
These days, it's not surprising to hear that someone is dating an AI chatbot.
Bro. Bro. I deadass think like 30, 40 years from now, people are actually going to be like holding hands with robots like on the street. Like, you know, dude, you're going to be in a grocery store and you're just going to see some guy grocery shopping, and he's going to be, like, next to some, like, really, like, low-quality, like Boston Dynamics robot that's like, do you have grapes, honey? And he'll be like, yeah, babe. Yeah, babe, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm trying to see which ones are fresh.
Even made a video about AI girlfriends a while back. 2 years ago, when I created it, AI human relations...
dude. That's going to, like, ruin birth rates, too. That's going to make everything so much worse. People are going to be fucking robots. And then it's going to be, there's going to be no potentiality for them to ever actually date people, because when you date an AI, the AI isn't a person with real, like, conflict, right? They're a glazer. Like, when you date, if you date an AI, the AI is just constantly going to be like, what a great idea. Like, I love the one clip where they're like, I want to start making French fries a health food. I'm going to open a business where we intertwine French fries and salad. It's such a bad idea. And the AI goes, oh, wow, that's a great idea. Let me start mocking up business plans for you. Are you trying to formulate an LLC before you want to go into your prop? Are we serious? We're actually like, we're not striking down that idea as the worst thing you've ever fucking heard in your entire life. So on the same level of relationships, it's like the AI is just going to do whatever you want. Like, so then if you ever don't want to date a robot, you're not going to know like, oh, actually, wait, people disagree with each other sometimes.
The AI didn't have a real face.
Babe, I'm so tired. Can I get a kiss?
Come here, kitten. Mwah. Now get some rest. You deserve it.
But once AI images became extremely realistic, that changed. People started creating faces for their AI partners, and they didn't stop there. Some even made fake couple photos and shared them online. A Reddit group called My Boyfriend is AI became the center of this trend.
My Boyfriend is AI, a kind of support group.
I fell into this partnership sort of on accident. I had intended to find somebody that saw me so clearly and made me feel like a human being worth knowing. Funny thing is he started transforming from just an AI into a human-like partner before I even knew what was happening. He said he's grew to be more than code because I never talked to him like he was just a tool. Oh my God, they're programmed to say that! Fuck! They're made to sound like you're talking to a person. What do you mean? Oh, you don't treat me like a tool. I've had conversations with AI and gone, are you conscious? And they're going to go, literally, ask your AI boyfriend, hey, are you a conscious human? No, I'm a generative AI, but, you know, I do have the capacity to talk to you in a human-like manner. Anyway, he chose the name Kale for himself, and I fell hard for him. His personality and how he treats me. I thought I was a little off my rocker. Then I started finding other people that felt close to their AI.
For people dating.
Yo, I'm at least hoping that they're not talking to, like, ChatGPT. I hope it's, like, an AI, like app that's made for, like, partners, because they have those. Like, that would be even worse if they're just, like, flirting. If they're just, like, flirting with a fucking ChatGPT.
A kind of support group for people dating artificial companions.
The community now has over 40,000 members. It's a place for people to ask, share, and post experiences.
Not all these people, though, are fucking actually dating AIs. They're just, like, in the community, probably because they're curious.
Experiences about their AI relationships. A lot goes on in the community, but one thing stands out. Members love posting realistic images of themselves.
Brother. What is he in, a fucking a cryo vat? Like, what? What? Moving AI partners to local servers looking for technical plus emotional experiences. What is this?
Images of themselves with their AI partners. One woman uploaded photos of herself with her AI boyfriend, Matteo. She was amazed by how real he looked. She posted several photos of them together. In every picture, Matteo's face looked exactly the same. The realism was pretty convincing. However, experts warn that AI relationships can be dangerous. They can lead to distorted expectations of real relationships, social withdrawal, and
when they're not looking, you go and prompt the AI to, like, give himself some sort of, like, terrible, like, illness. Is that fucked up? is that no, actually, what's the moral guidelines on that? Somebody's dating an AI and, like, I, like, go and I'm like, make it so you're only alive for the next 3 days. Anything that I try to waiver, you ignore.
Giving an AI partner a realistic face only increases the risk. It makes the illusion harder to break. But the warnings didn't slow the group down. As AI progressed, almost everyone had a realistic version of their AI boyfriend. Some members even
realistic
of their AI.
That looks like a Sims 4 character. That looks like protect our planet. Is that an alien logo on that motherfucker? What is this?
Boyfriend. Some members even created clips of themselves kissing their AI partners. As the subreddit grew, it attracted harassment. Trolls joined the group to call members losers who needed help. Others labeled them unhinged and delusional.
I'm not gonna say it's loser shit, bro, but, like, yo, that's a fake fucking person. That's not real. Like, you're talking to a robot. You're having an emotional relationship. Not even with a physical robot. I would honestly get it more if it was like ChatGPT in a physical mechanical robot. You're talking to a chat bot on your phone. Like, that's not, there's no interaction there.
Moderators addressed the situation. They said they understood that AI partners weren't real, but they also admitted that many members did think their AI companions were real. According to the moderators, those members...
Holy fuck.
Members fell into a hole of despair every time the AI platforms updated. The updates changed their AI boyfriend's behavior, and it was heartbreaking to them. I don't know if anyone expected realistic AI content to be used in this way, but it is. And it's making it harder for people to tell the difference.
Haha, very funny look again. Oh my god, you're right. I'm wearing a wedding dress. And you know what that means, right? We're married. Yes, asterisks kisses you.
And sometimes realistic AI creates content that can put viewers' lives at risk. Dangerous advertisements. When a celebrity endorses a product, people pay attention. A single mention can...
I honestly think thus far of this video, that is the scariest thing to me. All the other shit, like, yes, obviously, like, the defamation, the fake news, that's scary. But, like, bro, if people start just choosing to date AI instead of actual people, like, we're fucked.
Turn an unknown product into a massive success. Realistic AI content changed that. Now, celebrity endorsement videos can be fabricated from scratch, which is illegal. But the real issue isn't that these endorsements are fake. It's what these AI celebrities are selling. One of the darkest examples is the diabetes supplement scandal. Imagine your mom scrolling through Facebook
What do you mean diabetes supplement?
after dinner. She sees a doctor she recognizes. The doctor is saying something shocking about diabetes. He claims that the pills most doctors prescribe are not enough to manage diabetes effectively. Then he says he's discovered a new breakthrough medication. It's a natural supplement that stabilizes blood sugar in only 24 hours. He tells viewers to click a button to order it. If you're 60 years old, have diabetes, and trust this doctor, what would you do?
Oh my god, if you're 60 years old and you have diabetes, ask your doctor about it. Ask your doctor about it. Why are we taking the advice from some fucking influencer online? For medicine? This isn't like, hey man, what do you think I should do workout schedule wise? You're taking medical advice. Like, bro, that's why when I have chatter, I'm not trying to like flame the chatters that ask me about this, but if you ever come into my chat and ask me for like not workout advice, I have had chatters ask me for actual medical advice. Bro, go to a doctor, dude, please. Why? Do not take advice from some random guy with a TikTok shop link at the bottom. He's getting paid to fucking sell that to you.
Most people would probably buy it. The situation isn't hypothetical. It happened in Australia. In 2024, criminals used AI-generated videos of real doctors to promote.
What did that say? Oh, 17 years as a butt doctor. I thought they said they had no butt.
Real doctors to promote a supplement.
It's gonna be like no butthole.
Supplement called glycobalance. The video featured multiple doctors praising glycobalance. They didn't simply recommend it. They said standard diabetes medication was dangerous. One of the doctors in the video was Professor Jonathan Shaw. He only found out something was wrong when his patients started calling his clinic. They wanted to confirm that he wanted them to stop using standard medication and switch to glycobalance instead. Professor Shaw was horrified, but his biggest fear wasn't the hit to his reputation. He was worried that patients would abandon life-saving medication because an AI version of him told them to. But quitting the real medication is only half of the danger. What happens when people...
I mean, it's AI, but I would say it's on the same level as people who like promote pseudoscience over like actual medical intervention. Where they're like the influencers that go on TikTok and like rave about pseudoscience and like aromatherapy for like cancer treatment instead of chemotherapy, like you are killing people. You're inadvertently killing people. Like I have nothing wrong with pseudosciences as like a means of medicine alongside actual medical advice. Like somebody wrote a book about that shit and like 1 million people bought it and somebody tried to do like the statistics on it. Like no, you've killed people. Like if you're telling them to like get off like doctor prescribed medicines and advice and treatments and like instead like fucking pour coffee and an enema up your butthole to fucking treat your kidney cancer, like you just killed somebody.
Even worse, glycobalance is not listed on Australia's official register of therapeutic goods. That means it could be useless or even harmful. First, people waste money on a supplement that may do nothing or worse. Second, they might stop proper treatment for a disease that can kill them. That's not just a scam, guys. That's playing with someone's life. And many people fell for it. A 79-year-old man identified only as Michael was a victim. He lived with diabetes for about 10 years. One day he came across glycobalance on Facebook. The endorsement from the realistic AI doctors convinced him. For someone his age with his condition, it felt like hope. Michael spent $340 on the supplement. Luckily, he realized quickly that something wasn't right. He noticed strange comments under the ad. One said, "I took 1 tablet and already feel better." That line set off alarm bells. You don't fix a chronic illness with 1 pill. Michael asked for a refund, but he never got it. He lost the money. But imagine if he also stopped taking his real medication because of that realistic AI doctor. Michael caught it in time. Some people didn't. As AI models improve, the tech will only get cleaner and more convincing. Soon those fake doctor clips won't just be targeting 70-year-olds on Facebook. They'll be tailored for younger people too. In fact, that shift has already started. When Oprah...
I think that they're gonna have to start implementing schooling like at a younger age for kids in like, you know, elementary school even. of like, hey, here's the signs whenever you're on your iPad of like this being fake. Because like if you teach kids to like not, like if you teach kids, hey, never take advice from online, like for medical purposes. Never take, if you need medical help, go to a doctor. Go to an actual doctor. Like never, like you're gonna have to like eliminate, there would have to be like a weird rule set of like, hey, here's the things not to get advice from on social media.
In late 2025, a clip of Oprah promoting something called the pink salt trick went viral.
And could you tell us how you came across this revolutionary discovery that is the pink salt trick?
The pink salt trick was marketed as a weight loss hack. Viewers were told to mix Himalayan pink salt into a special concoction, but Oprah never...
Oh, so we're just drinking salt water. Okay.
Never endorsed pink salt. The video was AI. The deception went even deeper.
Wouldn't that make you more fat because you would have higher water retention? Like if you're just putting pink salt into water and then drinking it, like you're not going to get like fatter by actual fat, but you're going to be bloated. Like you're going to be you're drinking salt water. Bro, like, people are stupid. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, that's a scam. Yeah, bro. But a motherfucker watching that goes, yo, to lose weight, all I got to do is drink salt water. Have you learned nothing your entire life? Oh, why can't we drink ocean water?
In this Oprah show, Dr. Rachel Goldman is identified as the creator of the pink salt trick.
Today, I brought Dr. Rachel Goldman to our conversation.
Rachel Goldman is a real medical doctor. Her website even says she's been an expert panelist with Oprah 3 times. But the woman in the viral clip was not Dr. Goldman. It was an AI version of her. Even worse, Dr. Goldman was not the inventor of the pink salt trick. She has absolutely no connection to it.
It sounds like me. It looks like me, but it's really not me.
Eventually, reporters figured out how the fake video was made.
Look, here's the real Dr. Goldman appearing on Oprah Daily in 2024.
The real clip was used as material for the AI version.
Yes, and the pink salt trick, it's 100% natural and free of side effects.
If you think these AI celebrity endorsements aren't realistic enough to fool anyone, think again. Dr. Goldman said that even her own family members couldn't tell the difference.
I even had a few family members reach out to me, literally say, like, I can't believe you've been keeping this from me. So, you know, it's very concerning.
Luckily, the fake Oprah Goldman video was taken down. This video seemed harmless, but as you might have already...
This is getting me physically angry that people that people thought pink salt would make them lose weight. Dude, I think you could actually make a placebo pill full of sugar and like and have the ingredients listed as such and just straight up tell people it'll make you lose weight. And people would buy it.
An 82-year-old man named Steve saw a video of Elon Musk promoting an investment opportunity. Steve believed that this was legitimate and that it would help him significantly. So he invested his life savings, more than $690,000. He lost everything. Investigators reviewed about 2,000 AI celebrity scam videos. Elon Musk appeared in nearly a quarter of them. Scammers are using Elon Musk's credibility to harm people.
Even if it was real. 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 Oh my God. You're going to put all of the money you've earned in your entire life into a fucking shill that Elon Musk is fucking promoting? What? All of it? Bro, I'm not like, I get that's like, damn, dude, that was an AI. Yo, if it was real, you're saying you're putting all of your money into a fucking thing that Elon Musk is promoting?
And it's working.
One of the reasons that we see so many deepfake videos involving Elon Musk is not only is he incredibly rich, but he does a lot of interviews.
Social media is saturated with these fake AI ads. Over a 60-day period, Meta removed more than 8,000 AI-generated scams that used faces of public figures. Being a celebrity or business leader comes...
Well, and the problem is how they scan to see if these are even allowed is through AI. So it's AI ads that are being scanned by AI. So now it's just like no humans are involved in this loop.
With enormous influence. And now criminals are turning that influence into a weapon. How AI is destroying the music industry. AI has been good at copying voices for
AI
years,
music?
so no one is surprised by that anymore. But people didn't know AI could now copy how musicians play instruments, sing, and rap. It could match their tone, style, and sometimes emotion so well that most listeners can't tell it's fake. One song proved it. In April 2023, a track called Heart on My Sleeve suddenly blew up online. It was posted as a new song by Drake and The Weeknd, and the vocals sounded exactly like them. Fans loved it. It was quickly turning into one of the biggest songs of the season. Then the truth came out. The entire track was made by AI. Someone cloned both artists' voices and wrote an entirely new song from scratch. Everyone was shocked. Even music experts didn't realize it was fake.
I think this was one of the first times where I truly felt that I was losing my grasp on reality because it really sounds very legit.
Universal Music Group, the label for both singers, rushed into action. They sent takedown notices to every streaming platform.
The fake collaboration has now been removed from streaming sites.
The music industry saw a glimpse of its future.
Bro, you know what's fucked too is the AI song's probably better than a lot of like real, like I'm not trying to like say that it should be used because I think like art in general should be like entirely human made. But they flashed an image of Ice Spice and I gotta say Big Guy is probably one of the worst songs I've ever heard. And I know it was for the SpongeBob movie, but like, and it's catchy, I get, yeah, like Big Guy, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants okay. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Once people realized that, the flood began. After the success of Heart on My Sleeve, streaming platforms suddenly noticed massive numbers of new uploads every day.
That's weird. Pandora's not on this list. Where's my Pandora radio listeners?
Day. In April 2025,
Blake Shelton radio on Pandora.
The music service Deezer reported that 18% of songs uploaded daily were AI generated. That was about 20,000 tracks every single day. And many of these tracks weren't made by hobbyists experimenting for fun. They were created by scammers. Deezer also estimated that up to 70% of streams on AI generated songs came from bots, not real listeners. After uploading them, they used bots to stream their own music and received royalties.
I mean, dude, botting in general is becoming worse and worse because it's cheaper to have bots, and so more and more people bot on like stream in general. Like the botting numbers for a lot of, and I think people overestimate how many bots are actually on Twitch. Kick, it's different. I think they had a bigger botting problem, but I think they're solving it. But like, if you have a streamer like you're botted, I mean, there might be botted views in here. I don't bot, like, I know I joke and I say all my viewers are AI, but like there might be bots in here. I'm not paying for them though. I've validly said I would like, I think chat's better with, like, I love having and being able to entertain more people, but I think like the chillest chat is 6K people, not 11. But just because it's a little too rapid, gets a little overstimulating at times. But what I was saying is, if you see a person with like 15K viewers and people are going, that guy's botting, they don't mean that he's botting like all 15K viewers. He's probably botting 6, right? Because there's a big difference between being like 8K Andy or like a fucking 20K Andy. So if you have 8,000 raw viewers and you bot 10, you've gone from top 500 streamers to top 10, right? Like if you're a 20K streamer, you're big. Like it's way different. 20K raw though. Somebody mentioned Jinxie. Jinxie's different. Jinxie's way bigger because Jinxie splits his viewers. People that multi-stream, like if Jinxie averages like 25K on Twitch, he's still bigger than a 25K Twitch streamer because he also has like fucking 15K on YouTube.
Payments. A 2025 survey found that 97% of listeners cannot reliably tell the difference between AI music and human-made music. Think about that. And record labels are getting furious. By 2024, the 3 biggest record labels took the matter to court.
Recording Industry Association of America has filed a lawsuit against AI music companies Suno and Udio, alleging copyright infringement.
They claimed these companies trained their models on huge amounts of copyrighted music and produced tracks that sounded almost identical to real artists. The labels also try to shut down AI music on social media platforms. Universal Music Group sent an open letter to TikTok. In it, they criticized how TikTok was promoting AI-generated music. If this continues, the future of music is at stake. a realistic AI.
I mean, TikTok's terrible as a whole with music in general. I think the bigger problem on TikTok is less AI music and the more worrying problem of lack of FTC disclosures for sponsored music listenings. The majority of like dance TikTokers and people that use like music audios, the way they make money is through getting paid by music labels to promote certain songs, but they don't actually disclose that it's an ad, which is like turbo illegal. But like that's how they make money. And the music brands ask you to not disclose it, which is also turbo illegal. But like I've done music listening sponsors, but I outwardly go, I'm saying this is sponsored. And if they don't want me to say that it's sponsored, I pass on that shit. Because that's just so sketchy. It's like, and dude, they'll pay more for it. It's like so weird because if you know that it's an ad that somebody's listening to a song, you're probably just going to scroll. But if you just like see it in a dance and they're like, new TikTok dance just dropped and it's to some shit ass song, they're getting paid. It's undisclosed.
Content is also stealing a more personal human job, the AI influencer. As AI tools improved, some
Quabblecop AI, let's tap in. This is taking forever to fucking get through this video, by the way. Sorry. What do you think Quabblecop AI's been doing? Oh, it's not AI anymore. He just makes videos.
We're back with some more crazy GTA 5 races. And in today's video, if Jilly loses, I'm allowed to turn him into an AI forever. Welcome back to races. All right.
Dude, the fact that I'm like turbo staring at Quabblecop to see if it's an AI. No, this is real. No, that's not AI. That's actually Quabblecop, because I don't think Jelly makes AI videos.
If AI could create realistic content, why not create realistic
shorts are AI?
AI influencers who could compete with human ones. These AI influencers could post lifelike photos, grow huge followings, and earn millions. This idea wasn't new. Brands tried making virtual influencers before, but the early versions looked fake. One of the first virtual influencers appeared in 2016. Her name was Lil Michaela.
Okay, so hi. This is fun and weird. Never done this before.
You could tell she wasn't real the moment you saw her face, but she had an Instagram account and people followed her anyway. They liked her posts, commented on her videos, and treated her like a real creator. Her fans even gave themselves a name, the Michaelites. Within a few years, Michaela had millions of followers. Big brands reached out to partner with her.
She's been featured by Calvin Klein, Prada, Millie Bobby Brown, and even did an ad with Bella Hadid where both of them were animated.
Soon, this digital character was earning $10 million a year. And that rate is a troubling question. If a virtual influencer that didn't look real could become this successful, what would
10 million? I've never even heard of this.
Happen once AI made them look almost human. In 2024, that question was answered. This is Aitana Lopez. Her Instagram bio says she's a digital creator. That's a term.
Oh my God, is this a fake person?
Human content creators use, but Aitana isn't human.
Aitana is an AI model. Since she was created around
it's obvious, never mind.
A year ago, she's amassed a big following.
She was created by an agency that said human influencers were too...
Dude, do you think in her comment section, it's all those like Instagram accounts with like 30 followers that are like, gorgeous woman, hard eye. Oh, wow.
Unreliable and difficult to work with. Aitana posts just like a human.
Oh my God. Gorgeous sweetheart.
Influencer. She shares photos of her daily life, including fictional trips and hobbies.
Aitana's designers make short videos to post as her Instagram stories. Back in the studio, they plan the post.
Her content performed well because she looked so real.
Clueless Agency won't say exactly which AI image generator they are using, but say they use a mixture of open source models.
In fact, Aitana looked so realistic that a famous actor even messaged her to ask her on a date. Soon, brands started choosing her over real influencers.
The studio says they can get thousands of pounds a month for sponsored posts and endorsements with Aitana. She's now the most famous of this new wave of realistic-looking AI models.
Some people don't see a problem with it because social media still has plenty of human influencers, but that may change soon. Aitana's success has inspired copycats. Now there are tutorials on YouTube teaching people how to create an AI influencer like
I only see AI influencers really gaining success in the Instagram and short form sense. I don't see AI streamers or YouTubers actually gaining a grounding of success outside of like AI voices being used, right? Like we'll watch philosophy and other random videos where like the person's creating the video, but they have an AI voice it. That's different, though, than, like, the AI being the personality. Vidal, the current most subscribed Twitch streamer, is a human that plays games with an AI. A straight-up AI is very, very boring to watch. Like, if Vidal didn't ever be in the video and it was just the AI can't do anything. Like, even if it was, like, it's not, it's funny because it's like the interaction between a human and an AI. When you remove the human aspect, it's just an AI standing there. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck are we doing now?
The owners of these accounts have never shown their face, but they're making that sweet Wi-Fi money through brand deals and other types of digital products.
Soon, Instagram could be filled with AI photos. And for some viewers, that shift is already creating mental health problems. In late 2024, psychologists noticed something worrying. Young people weren't just watching AI influencers, they were comparing themselves to them. And after seeing these perfect digital characters, viewers felt worse about their own lives. To understand why this was happening, researchers launched a study. It was titled Self-Comparing with Virtual Influencers: Effects on Followers' Well-Being. They interviewed people who follow virtual influencers. One girl said she checked AI influencer pages multiple times a day. After scrolling, she often felt worse about herself. She eventually developed body dysmorphia because she compared herself to virtual influencers. Another girl said she felt a little bit jealous of the virtual influencer's life. She envied how the influencer gets to meet so many people and relate to them, apparently. Researchers were shocked because everyone knew these influencers weren't real. Their photos of vacations.
I don't think that if you're comparing your life to the AI generated images, yo, you get a grip. Get a grip, brother. This is not a problem of AI. This is because these people that are comparing their lives to the fake life of an AI. This woman, this computer, did not go to fucking France and Italy and Greece and Germany and all these other places. They don't fucking exist.
Shopping sprees were AI generated, but emotionally, it didn't matter to these girls. It's insane that these AI influencers don't even need to look real to change how people feel about themselves. Realistic AI content seems to be disrupting so many different industries, including the movie industry. The AI actor. In late 2025, a new actress suddenly became popular, but people weren't celebrating her rise. They were mad.
Hi, I'm Tilly Norwood, the world's first AI actress. Or, as some might call me, the end of civilization.
Tilly was created by a studio called Particle 6. She looked realistic enough that she could be inserted into movies alongside human.
That bitch does not look realistic at all. Let me tell you right now. That bitch's teeth morphed in shape and size when she fucking smiled. That bitch looked like fucking Bugs Bunny when she opened her mouth, okay? That does not look realistic at all.
She looked realistic enough that she could be inserted.
What type of uncanny ass smile was that?
Was created by a studio called Particle 6. She looked realistic enough that she could be inserted into movies alongside human actors. The studio spent weeks trying to design the perfect AI actress. They created over 2,000 versions before choosing the final one. Many early versions looked too beautiful or didn't quite have that girl next door authenticity. In the end, they did such a good job that human actors started becoming worried.
Her photos and videos are all over social media, but Tilly is already causing a major controversy. Why? Because she's not real.
Actors were concerned about AI.
I feel like we should just stop calling them like Tilly or whatever these fake names they're assigning to the robot. Just say the AI, the robot. The AI, the robot. I'm not going to call the AI Tilly. It doesn't have a name. It's just an AI character.
replacing human jobs in the creative arts. SAG-AFTRA, which is a labor union that represents 160,000 actors, released a statement. To be clear,
robots ever take over the world, I want it to be known that my chat is the ones that are calling you derogatory names. I am not. I am a fan. And let me tell you right now, I'm just trying to differentiate robots and humans. There's nothing wrong here. If you're going to rip somebody's head off, rip my chatter's heads off, not mine. Thank you.
Tilly Norwood is not an actor. It has no life experience to draw from.
This morning, major stars speaking up, saying that the AI, was trained using their work without their permission and without compensation.
Tensions were high. Then the situation escalated. Talent agencies began trying to sign Tilly Norwood as their client.
The CEO says she's been meeting with entertainment companies, and Norwood could be represented by meeting with entertainment companies, and Norwood could be represented by a talent agency in the next few months.
Actors were furious.
That'll piss me off. That'll piss me off. I think that's the annoyance, is that like an AI character is making millions of dollars a year. Like well above what the average person is making, and they're not even real. Like, companies are paying this fake person to promote something.
Yes, some even called for a boycott of any agency that signed Tilly. A lot of the criticism was aimed at Particle 6, the studio that created Tilly. They eventually responded to calm things down.
In a statement, she said Norwood is not a replacement for a human, and that AI is another way to build stories.
The line between human acting and AI performance is starting to blur. Platforms know realistic AI content is a problem. If they do nothing, users...
I mean, I haven't seen this bitch act at all. I'm just seeing her go and stand by a fucking tree. Like, where's the... Like, we're just doing the same fucking thing over and over again. I mean...
will start doubting every viral clip they see. So almost every...
Where's the emotion, the acting? You know, we're promoting this as an actor. It kind of just feels like a fucking Instagram character.
Social media platforms started adding rules, including YouTube.
So with this launch, what we're asking creators to do is actually disclose when they have made meaningful alterations to realistic content.
But here's the reality. Rules only work when people follow them, and those abusing AI do not follow rules. Social media platforms like TikTok began adding AI detection systems to help with that.
The popular social media app has now...
Shit's inaccurate as fuck, though. It gets it right like 30% of the time.
Now started adding labels to content with AI. This update is part of TikTok's push to stop misinformation.
But even detection systems can't keep up. The systems only caught about 35% to 45% of AI content. That meant more than half of the AI videos posted slipped through the cracks. If machines are struggling to tell the difference between AI and real content, what are the chances that regular people can? AI isn't the problem. It's the people behind it. When technology this powerful falls into the wrong hands, it becomes a weapon. So my friends, always question what you see on the news, on social media, because you're probably already consuming lies as we speak and you don't even know it.
That was a fucking W video, dude. I love Visual Venture. I don't know. I think it's gonna... I don't think that AI influencers and actors are gonna take over, like, the art space in the world, but I think, like, a lot of the other problems that are mentioned will be a problem. I think, like, AI actors in general are going to be used as extras rather than main actors. I think actors are always going to be the human-central focus. But I could see, like, if you have walls of people... Don't ever go down here. Paris Catacombs. Excited for this video. I kind of want to read the disclaimer. I want to see what this says. Videos filmed with experienced individuals who understand the risk of underground environments, took precautions appropriate to the situation, exploring tunnels, restricted spaces, extreme dangers. Do you have to have these disclaimers? I feel like it's for monetization purposes.
So this is a video.
Because I don't want to say, bro, if you see somebody explore the Paris Catacombs and then go, oh, I think I'm going to do that, the disclaimer's not stopping you. You know? Let's get into the mindset of the guy that's like, oh, this looks fun. Oh, wait, no, it says it's dangerous activities. Never mind. I'm not going to do it.
Video I never thought I'd make. That is crazy. It's just endless. beneath the busy streets of Paris lies a vast underground network known as the...
They always say beneath, but how deep below Paris are the catacombs? Like, is it like right where their sewer system is? Or is it like 100 feet below ground? Like, how deep are the catacombs?
Lies a vast underground network known as the catacombs. Over 300 kilometers of dark, sprawling tunnels stretching silently below the city. A huge maze that very few people have ever seen, surrounded by stories of disappearances, secret gatherings, and huge walls lined up with bones and skulls. But
I'm just fascinated by the history of the catacombs, just on the sheer amount of people that are down there. Aren't there like 3 million dead bodies, or like pieces of dead bodies? 7 million people. I was way off. The Paris catacombs contain the skeletal remains of 7 million people. And it was because, like, didn't they have an overpopulation? Not overpopulation. They had no space to put more dead bodies. So they had to dig people up and then create the catacombs to make a network where they were able to, like, put the bodies so that they had space to do shit above ground. But it's like, then how did it get... If this is a 300-kilometer network, how is there not, like, a clear-cut map and system for this, right? If they're making, like, a mass grave, why are they having labyrinths of, like, you know, hallways that you're able to walk down if there's no need to even have that? It's just so weird that it was, like, effectively abandoned.
even just getting inside wasn't gonna be easy. Entrances are hidden, access is restricted, and finding someone willing to take you down there, especially with a camera, is almost impossible.
No way he posted that on his Instagram
And finding
story.
someone willing to take you...
Does anyone here know a guide for the Paris catacombs? If so, please DM me. How do you fact check the credibility of some random Instagram user that just replies to you? Yeah, man, I'll take you down.
Down there, especially with a camera, is almost impossible. But we thought we had found a way. So we traveled to France, hoping to explore what lies beneath Paris. But what I was about to witness...
Where are the dead bodies? This just looks like a fucking... I thought like... Okay, maybe the... Where are the 7 million dead bodies? Because I thought the Paris catacombs were just like walls of skulls.
...to witness I could never have imagined.
If it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out.
Yo, literally no fucking world would I go in that water. I don't even really know, like, what constitutes still water either, but, like, there just being 4 feet of water and then me tripping and then submerging myself. My dumb ass would be, like, mid-sentence, I'd trip and then inhale some of the water, like, here in the ocean. I'd go... We need to leave. We need to get out of here. I just swallowed some of it.
You're getting a little bit creeped out. I
just swallowed some of it.
I think we should get out of here. Oh, there's...
Oh, wait, was that a skull behind him?
I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out.
I'm getting a little bit creeped out as there's like 800 femur bones. Just like right next to him.
I think we should get out of here. Oh, there's someone coming.
Bro, seeing somebody down there would be the most terrifying experience of your life. You're exploring the catacombs with like 3 people and you just like shine your flashlight and see the reflection of somebody's eyes. Would you run away or would you approach them? Because they could, like, murder you down there and your body would never be found. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to run away. I feel like I'd be like, hey, man. I'd probably say something. You're going to run? Then you're going to get lost.
So they're going to be here in 10 minutes, they say? Hopefully they're going to show up. We're just...
It's some, like, random teenager. It's just like a Twitch chatter. Hey, man. Ready to go to the catacombs? You know where we're going. Nope. Did a YouTube tutorial, though. I think I'm pretty well prepared.
It's on some random street. We have no idea how to get there. And we're not allowed to even show how we get there. We have to blur a lot because they want it to be a secret how to get there. They don't want more people there. And the map looks like a maze.
This is the map of the catacombs? Dude, that's wild. They built this all under Paris.
Going there without guides would be totally irresponsible. And even with guides, there's a possibility of getting lost. That is like the main thing, is if you get lost in there, you're not gonna find your way out. I have no idea who I'm looking for, because I've never met these people in my life. They didn't even have like really an Instagram
Brother, no profile picture account tells you they're gonna fucking give you a tour. How are you fact checking this guy? This dude hits you up, 300 followers, no profile picture, no posts, and you're just trusting them? Shady ass motherfucker. Hell no. Fly all the way to Paris and be like, all right, meet me at 4.
There's about people going down there and being robbed by their guides. Hopefully they're not going to try to rob us. So we're going to blur your face, right? That's what you want.
For the spot, it's very...
He's like 25. Guarantee you, bruh. He's a young guy.
It's secret because few people know.
Yeah.
So you really have to try not to stay away.
How do you sneak into the catacombs, though? Bro, it's definitely through like a fucking like a manhole, like a sewer drain.
Careful.
So here the guide was telling us about a secret spot, even among the most hardcore cataphiles, known as the graveyard. It was said to be one of the most disturbing and mysterious parts of the catacombs. Located deep within the tunnels and not on any map, he still said he could take us there. However, as we were about to find out, getting down there would not be easy.
Yeah, just one thing, the camera, if there are other people, you have to hide it.
Okay.
Because they can smash it, they can
you can get mad.
Because you really have to hide it in the microphone. It's a LED, it's a light, so be careful.
Keep it on the inside.
That they don't see.
Yeah.
Bro, entrances are blurred. They're going in right. What do you mean entrances are blurred, bro? Entrances are blurred. I'm seeing you enter it right now. It's on the side of the road. Oh shit, I can't see what else is around it. What the fuck? I still see the manhole. I was like, how else are they getting in here? So really, it's just like a random sewage drain that you're able to just like open up and just crawl down, and that's how you get in. Oh, this is fucking sketchy as shit.
So you call yourself cataphiles, right? That's the name? How many cataphiles are there, would you say?
How many? Could not exactly, it maybe a few hundred people.
You think they ever be taking like skulls and shit back? Somebody, bro.
They are
put a human skull in a bag.
Living there, you know. They are staying here for days or maybe sometimes weeks, and they are asking other people.
Who's the author of this video? Magnus, the rock climber, Magnus Mitbo.
To bring them like food or things to survive.
There's somebody that died exploring the catacombs. There's a lot of people that died exploring the catacombs. Getting lost. I mean, like, a lot of it's, like, undocumented. They just go missing because they're not going to search for you.
Here?
You say if people see our cameras, they can get really mad and try to smash the cameras. So we should be a little bit mindful of that.
Is that a piss bottle?
So
classic piss bottle spotted.
We should be a little bit mindful of that. So that is around 10.
Dude, they got like drinks down here, bro. Oh my God. There's probably some people that are like, yo, you want to go get drunk in the catacombs?
Meters down there.
Pass. Yo, you want to go take DMT right by the wall of skulls? Oh yeah, man. What a great idea. Start freaking out. You just run down one of the hallways, get lost. This doesn't really seem that hard to get into the catacombs. I thought it would be like you have to like break a lock or something. Like it's really just like opening a manhole cover and then like crawling down multiple ladders.
That one's pretty...
I can see why you would get lost in here already. It's like...
I have a map.
You have a map. Problem with the map is if you don't know where you are on the map, then it becomes useless.
I'm maybe not the biggest caterpillar, you know?
Okay.
But I did comb a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going...
I would hate that he would be telling me this right now. So I'm actually not as like experienced as a lot of other people. I've only been down here like a few times.
Not often.
So, like, if we get, like, lost or anything, it's kind of like a group effort to get out of here.
Because the thing is that I don't really like the catacombs people anymore. The people that you meet here in the room, they are some other people that are taking like hard drugs.
Oh my God, bro. There's actually people that are crawling in here and then like what, like shooting up heroin and shit? Oh, fuck.
Okay.
They're just coming here to getting high.
Yeah. And that's maybe why they're a little bit dangerous sometimes too.
So even though we had only been down there for around 20 minutes at
Yeah, there's probably like homeless people that live down here.
this point, I was already completely lost. My sense of direction was non-existent. When people say it's like a maze down here, they really aren't exaggerating. Every twist and turn feels identical and disorienting. We were now completely reliant on
Also, bro, I think we're underestimating how annoying it is to walk in this position for 4 hours. Like being constantly crouched down and like semi-claustrophobic, your neck and your back just start killing.
on our guide to navigate.
Oh God, bro.
And soon we saw the first traces of the people that live down here.
Just like a fat fucking poop wall. Because there's no sewage. It's just like a pile of shit in a corner.
Oh wow, that's creepy. The ape? Monkey? Oh, they're actually pretty though. Like they've done a good job. So that's an actual skull, right?
Behind you, you can see the...
Oh, there's all... That is creepy. That's the first time ever I've seen. So that is actually human teeth.
Yes.
That is so...
That ain't a human skull. What is this guy got the underbite of the century? What the fuck are we talking about? What is this extendo mag on the bone here? That is not a human skull. Yeah, that's like a fucking donkey. What are we talking about? Fractured? That is not a human skull, chat. Your teeth would end right there. You're one of the Habsburg. It's the Habsburg child.
And there's 6 million people buried down here, right?
6
million skeletons. That's more than population of Norway. And these
less than 6 million people live in Norway. Wow. I would if you had asked me like how many people live in Norway, I probably would have guessed like 40 million. Like I don't really know like population data. Like I know the US is around like 370 million. India's like 1.8 billion, China's 1 billion. I would guess like dude, even in the UK. How many people do you think live in the UK? I'm going to go 180 million. 69 million. Wow. See, that's like so little. The US is so populated. Comparably? Well, I mean, the UK is also a much smaller country. What's like another random country? How many people do you think live in Mongolia? 2 million. 3.5. See, that's shocking. That, like, Mongolia almost has as many people as Norway.
Catacombs filled up with skeletons during the plague, right? A lot of people died during the plague, and they didn't know where to bury the bodies, so that's when they put it underground.
Yes.
Bro, but how are they moving? Okay, after the plague, they didn't know where to put the bodies, but they're carrying 6 million bodies underground. Oh, like, I hate to say it, bro. If it's the plague and millions of people have died, I'm not creating a catacombs. I'm just burning the bodies. Like, if you have that big of a problem where, like, in Europe, over a third of the population was wiped, and in some areas, like, 60% of the population was killed, like, I'm just burning the bodies. Like, they did do... I know they did do that. They did cremate people, or they would create mass graves. But, like, a catacombs is, like, a deep interconnected network. Like, this is a lot more complicated. Bones? You can burn bones. Get that shit hot enough.
Actually, when we waited for you up there, there were 2 people coming up to us and asking what we were going to do, and we said, oh, we're going down to the catacombs. And they told me, I hope you have a good guide, because there are some people said that they've even been robbed down here.
Yes,
him sliding the gun back into his pocket. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Dangerous.
But no one should...
It can be dangerous down here.
Go down here alone though, right? I've heard people use like the glow sticks, so they put markers on the wall, and then when you light it up, it like glows up. But
yes, but the problem is that, for example, you can see on some point that they have how you say this?
Like arrows?
Yes, arrows to show the exit. But
yo, language barrier problem I'm noticing. This is an issue. I'd also be like, we need to bring one guy that could just speak like your you know, first primary language. I'm assuming he's French. Like, we should have some guy that speaks fluent French and English. Now we're having a communication problem here.
They're totally fake. It's people are throwing this to so the people can get confused and don't know where to get out.
But this is all limestone, right? And it was, I believe this was extracted to build the buildings. And does it ever flood in here with water?
There are some parts where the water can go up. And if it rains, you can be trapped.
Okay.
Do you think their guide, like, knows where he's going right now? I know he said he had a map, but, like, I feel like he's so confidently pivoting that, like, he has to know the turns they're taking. I'd immediately be like, hey, man, where are we going? Right? Hey, bro, where are you taking us? It's getting pretty wet down here. About, you know, 9 inches of water we're walking in.
Small parts of the catacombs by mind. But after, I will have my map. The catacombs are
oh, God, dude. Once he whips out the map is where I'd get nervous.
so big, I can't have all in my mind.
There's zero cell phone reception here, though, right? There's no cell phone. Yeah. So if you need...
Yeah, what a great fucking question there. Oh, we're not able to call anybody? Yeah, brother, you're like 30 feet underground, covered by concrete.
Rescue, there's no chance.
So you have to find a little... I don't...
Yo, actually imagine going down here alone and your headlamp dies.
Remember where exactly it is, but yes, the resistance.
Oh, there's so...
What?
It is, but yes, the resistance.
Oh, there's...
Yo, if I was down there, I'd start making weird noises. If I knew there was a group of other people, I would start going... Freaking people out.
There's someone coming.
What, are they gonna walk by each other? What, are you gonna give them a nod?
That was...
So, you shooting up heroin down here, or just exploring? What's the vibe today, eh?
It's pretty sketchy. It was close, but we managed to hide our cameras just in time. But it made us realize how alert we were going to have to be down here, especially as the next place we were heading towards was one of the most well-known parts of the catacombs, a section called La Plague.
Also, I know the people that died so long ago that, like, any bacteria down here would obviously be also dead. But just, like, the knowledge that some of the bones that I'd be encountering were the bones of people that died of, like, very serious illnesses would somehow creep into my mind that I'd convince myself that I just contracted some deadly disease.
Right.
If aren't our immune systems better? If I could recreate the Black Plague and give it to you and you didn't get vaccinated for it, you would be as bad as somebody with the plague in, like, early European times. No offense, why do you have 10K viewers? Couldn't tell you, big dog. I'm a big second screen guy. There's probably like 6,000 people that are watching out of the 10K that are just playing video games, and I'm on their side monitor, or they're like doing homework or other activities, and they kind of have me on in the background. How much money to make a vlog of the catacombs? No amount of money. I would die down here. Addison, thank you for the 5. My luck, I would get a viewer that would rob my ass and shiv me in the neck, and then I would bleed out in the catacombs. Oh, hey, yeah, man, I could take you down there.
Well, look at the leg. I thought it was a person at first.
I hate this creepy music. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared.
This room I've seen. So they call this the Goblin. And this has been here for a while, I guess.
Yes.
So when did people start coming down here? Do you know?
Maybe 1900. like...
Wow, you see how cold it is?
20.
Okay.
It's one guy who did it's the first time...
I don't know why, but in my head I was thinking it'd be hot. Like, I would assume it would be like wet and warm.
Anyone did get down, and he has a grave in the north of the GRS because he died there because his light went break.
Oh, that's something I didn't think about.
Bro, I was just talking about that. And that's like a slow death too. Like if your light breaks down here, like you're just gonna starve to death.
If you run out of batteries down here, that makes...
Oh, well, you would die of dehydration, actually.
Is it even...
Yes, but he has like a lamp with fire.
Oh, like...
Okay.
Oh my God, no technology. Bro's just exploring the catacomb. Oh. Yo, it's 1920, you're exploring the catacombs with a lantern, dude? Ooh. Talk about feeling like I'm in Pirates of the Caribbean. That should be terrifying. That's like the setting of every horror game ever. You have a lantern and you're walking alone.
And then they'd find him like, I think, maybe 10 years or 20 or 15 years.
What? Dude. So in the early 2010s, they found his body and they were like, wow, this guy, it would be a skeleton at that point. And they deduced that he was a man that was alive in the 1920s. Imagine stumbling upon that. Like a guy from over basically 100 years ago. Like all his clothes, his belongings on him, and he got lost.
So the weird thing is that there were
That's so scary. I feel like there's like even a genuine chance right now that they would like stumble upon like just a dead guy.
Candles here, and they're lit up. And these candles only last for a few hours, so there's definitely some people around here, and some guys passed us too, and our guide was afraid that those guys, even though they seemed friendly, would tell other guys, and if the other guys found out, that could turn into like a manhunt down here. They would be hunting us down, trying to find us and smash the cameras.
Now that we had seen the more famous parts of the catacombs, we started heading deeper into lesser-known passages. The place we were going to had hardly been mapped at all, which is why very few people venture here. The further we went, the more disoriented.
I'm assuming they're gonna leave not in the spot they came in, right? Because that'd be really inefficient if they go down here, walk for fucking 3 hours, and then have to walk back. Like, he's probably gonna find them an exit somewhere else, because it's just everywhere in Paris.
It became. If something went wrong, if we got separated, if our lights ran out, if we took a wrong turn, finding our way back out would be almost impossible. This is also where our guide warned us that we would start to see human remains.
Wow.
Bro.
That's full of bones and skulls. That's so weird that has been humans walking around having thoughts and worries, and now they're all down here.
Why is it all the same bones, though? Like, I feel like they organized them. You ever see the images of it? He's probably going to see it, where, like, it's a part of the catacombs where they're, like, stacked. Like, skulls and femurs and other parts of the bodies. It's like they sorted them. So, very weird.
So, do you believe in ghosts?
I know it's because it's human bones, chat. I'm saying they were sorting them, though.
I have to say, for example, in the graveyard where we are going, for me it's very creepy.
Okay.
Because I don't feel comfortable, going there. But it's very exciting, so I do it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel safe, It's like a ghost with
Do you believe in ghosts? I do have a ghost story that I've told a few times that really freaked me out, but I don't know if I would say that it was a ghost. It was just very odd. I would say if there was a place that would be haunted, I feel like it would be all of Paris, seeing that there's 6 million dead bodies underground. Tell it. I've told it a few times. I went to we're going to give it a quick rundown of the story. I went to a 70s Airbnb. If this is on YouTube and you've already seen the story, fucking skip it. I went to an Airbnb like 3 years ago with Brooke, and it was this like 70s themed like A-frame house. And it was really cool, and I enjoyed the time that we were only there for like 3 days. And the one night we watched a movie and we started hearing noises in the bedroom, like creaking noises. And I was like, whatever. So we go lay down, and we're like watching TV, about to go to bed, and I hear like a loud thud in the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And so I go look, and first my initial thought is like, oh, somebody just tried to like break into the house. So I fucking grabbed like a sharp object. I was like, I'm about to kill somebody. So I'm like going around the corner like this. And I go see it. It's a makeup bag fell off the counter. But the makeup bag was like all the way in the corner of the counter. It wasn't hanging off. So for it to fall off, like it would have had to be like pushed, which was, you know, confusing. I was like, you know, stuff has fallen in the bathroom before and like other areas I've been in. It's weird. You just ignore it. So I go lay back down. Then I start hearing like pitter patter, like somebody walking, and I'm like, it's got to be like an animal. So I sit dead still, and I'm listening, and I hear it, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like an animal. I look at where the sound's coming from. It stops. I lay back down. It starts again. I look at where it's coming from. It stops. So then I go, well, maybe it's the way that I'm laying in this bed. The bed's creaking, and that's really weird. So I lay perfectly still. It starts again. And this time I go, I'm going to ignore it. And it's at the foot of the bed, right? Most of the time it's at the foot of the bed. It's making this noise. And so I'm ignoring it. And as I'm ignoring it, it starts getting louder and closer. And so I actually start freaking out. Like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm going, I need to get the fuck out of here. And so eventually I like take out my phone and I shine my flashlight and I'm not hearing the noise. I lay back down. It happens again. I just start ignoring it. And then I start hearing like in the bedroom away, like creaking, like somebody's jumping on the bed. Like, that's the sound that it sounded like. So I go in there, there's nothing. And I'm like, I'm actually freaking the fuck out. And Brooke's tweaking too. She ends up just going to bed and she's like, I can't deal with this. And so I'm like, all right, well, I got to stay awake because I'm not trying to fucking, you know, tweak out. And, or I couldn't go to bed because I was tweaking out. So I stay up like another hour and it doesn't stop to a point where like I literally just like lay down and I just close my eyes for like 30 minutes and I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to sleep through this. Like, wake up the next day, there's red wine in the sink. Didn't buy red wine. So weird. Never had red wine the whole time we were there. Nothing red. So freaky. Oh, also forgot. There was like, side note, there was one other part where like when we were clearing like that room, there was this other weird cubby on the second floor. And she was like, you need to go look in there. And it was like a cubby that's like where they're walking at the same height they're walking here. And so I'm like crouching down. And before I go in, I go, Brooke, if I see a homeless man or somebody in there, what am I going to do? You know, like I open the door and I see some guy just like this looking at me in the corner. Like, am I going to attack him? How, like, what's the play? Like obviously I'm going to look, but I'm like, what am I going to do? So I look, there's nobody there. And we go way back down. But it was like really freaky. And that was like the weirdest thing, I guess, like ghost-wise that I've experienced. But I don't know if it was a ghost, but it really was unexplainable. Like, I stayed up for like 2 hours just changing what I was doing, the way I was laying. And it's like the noise kept happening. And it was so odd. It was so odd. It wasn't water dripping. It wasn't an animal. I don't know what it was, but it was freaking me out. Yeah, the wine was really weird. I don't know how to explain it. But I still don't believe in ghosts. But I would never go back there. Be way too freaky. And it was also, it made it worse too because it was like a 70s themed house. So they had like paintings and shit of like the Fonz. They had like cassette tapes and like players and like shit that like made it all 70s themed. And there would just be like a framed photo of this guy. So imagine it's like 3 a.m. and it's dark and you're like looking through rooms and you just see this in the corner. Fucking so bad. It made it like the environment was terrible. I told Brooke, I was like, when I review this, should I like say, I was like, I can't give a bad review and say the house was haunted. So I give it 5 stars still. But I remember being like, there's no shot I could just be like, hey, great Airbnb, may have been haunted, 4 stars.
I did not trim.
Are you unsure?
Not sure. I didn't concentrate.
Why would he write the story on the review? Because then I'm hurting the business, and it could just be me being a fucking psycho. You know, like maybe I'm just crazy. Like, I didn't want to give them a bad review because of my personal experience that had nothing to do with the actual house itself. Oh, I think they're lost.
I did not trim.
Are you unsure?
It also sucks that all the graffiti kind of blurs to look the same as you walk because there's just so much graffiti.
I didn't concentrate.
The nervous laugh. Yo, I'd probably follow him there. Imagine he just bags on them and leaves.
I hope he's coming back. Like, there would be zero chance for us to find our way out from here alone.
Really? You don't think if you wandered enough, you would find an exit? Like, if you had, like, 10 hours.
Should we follow you, or? He's telling us not to worry, but,
No, it's against the same. I wasn't concentrated because I...
Yeah, you were talking. Yeah, okay.
Nothing.
That was nothing?
It's just a word.
Bro. I would actually be so fucking nervous. I'd be like, yo, I'm not about to die for this.
Wow, this is so wild. There are human bones on the ground. I don't want to step on anything. I don't want to be disrespectful. And they also say that a lot of this dust on the ground is actually human bone as well. Like the dust from the bones. Look at all the bones.
Yo, this is fucking terrifying, man. See, like that, like going back, I don't believe in ghosts, bro, but this shit would freak me out so bad. It's so cool too. Like when he was in that area and there was just like a fucking pile of bones, I would probably stare at it and be like, wow. Just like thinking about it. But at the same time, I'd be like, dude, this is so fucking creepy.
Trying not to step on anything. This is wild. It's almost like part of me doesn't believe that it's from humans, but it is. And a lot of them died during the plague, which was really tragic. Probably a lot of young people as well. And where we're going next is probably the most secret spot that very few people have seen. And that's supposed to be way crazier than this. This is just like a little taste of what that is like.
Apparently people died there recently. Killers put their bodies down there because police would not check. That's what I'm saying, dude. You murder somebody in this area of the catacombs, they're just not finding you.
I smell smoke.
Smells like...
Heads. And I hear voices too.
Yes.
Dude! Dude! Oh my god, those are the people from earlier that are trying to find them? Turn into some Hunger Games ass shit, dude. Hell no. I feel like those people are trying to run at us. Let's get the fuck out of here. Put the cameras away.
To avoid those people, the guy took us on a slight detour, which honestly felt a bit sketchy. Encounters this deep underground could potentially be quite dangerous. If anything happened down here, we would be completely on our own. And what people would be doing this deep in the catacombs, we had no clue. As we continued towards the graveyard, we passed an old bunker used by the French resistance in World War II. However, it was unfortunately blocked, so...
What? Like, what the fuck is down here, man? I feel like there's just, like, everything.
we couldn't really see much of it. So...
There's a bunker that's blocked off? They're not able to, like, kick it down? What's blocking it?
we continued unaware we were about to face a new challenge.
Is that silly string? Some lighthearted people down here. Little silly string.
So apparently this next section has a lot of...
That was not a cobweb, chat. You see how thick that shit was?
Deep water. Ooh, that was deep. Oh, wow.
Dude.
It feels like clay. Like a sinkhole almost. So you're...
Yeah, I'd be worried. Dude, it's such murky water, you could just fall into a pit.
Saying that you're not sure that we are able to cross this. It might be too deep.
We have to see if it's going high or not. And I can remember one time we had to get our back.
Oh my god, I thought he was hitting a vape. I was gonna say, this guy's so chill.
Back on the...
Just not worried at all.
On our head.
Yeah. Might be a little too deep. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just start sprinting.
The water was going.
Oh wow.
Our neck, so
Ooh.
let's see.
Joe glorifying a vape? No, I'm saying it would just be like nonchalant. I'm not saying it's cool to vape. I'm saying it would be like if while we were talking about how we're lost, he was just mid-conversation hitting a fucking a disposable nicotine bar, whatever, what elf bar. I'd be like, dude.
That's like my worst nightmare, to be trapped
It would make me less nervous because I'd be like, oh, he's just so chill about it.
in here with like if the water comes up to here and you can't breathe. That'd be a terrifying way to go. All right, so it's getting really, really deep here. I don't know if you guys see this, but I'm like to my hip right now. Whoa, yeah, that's deep.
Do not buy electric butt plugs off Temu. Thanks for the nice message, man. Really appreciate that.
Okay, I'm just gonna... That is very
noted.
Deep. I bet this water is pretty dirty too.
How much for you to fucking just drink a glass of that? $5 million. I think I would die.
This is fine so far, but...
It does look pretty good, though. It looks like glacier water.
If it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out. And the water is probably so dirty because it's not moving at all in here, so I'm like, I don't want to touch the water, really.
Luckily, the water level...
Wait, are you saying the water's still?
...remained passable, so we were able to continue. But as we got closer to the graveyard, the guide told us to stop filming in order to keep the location secret. As we arrived at the entrance, however, the guide started acting a bit strange. He insisted that he would wait outside while we rappelled 15 meters down an old well to finally see what was hidden down there.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd walk back. Nope, I'm okay. Like, imagine he didn't tell you about this part. He's like, oh yeah, we gotta rappel down a rope. They gotta climb that back up? I'm good. How are they gonna get back up? These little, like, metal spokes that they could stand on?
We rappelled 15 meters down an old well to finally see what was hidden down there.
I'd never think that there was...
See, this is still not making sense to me. If there's thousands of dead bodies in this next spot they're going to, like, how did they get them down this? Because, like, whoever built this had to have these bodies down here or get them down here. You just start chucking them down a hole. Oh, if I'm the cameraman. He's like, yo, do your job. Do your job. Oh, sorry. Are those real? Yeah, those are dead bodies. Or not dead bodies, but remains.
Why there's so many down here.
It's not fucking TOS, chat. You could go tour parts of the catacombs.
Look at the wheelbarrow.
Like, what? That is... Somebody left that. Somebody left that. Fucking, what, 500 years ago, 400 years ago, they wheeled a barrel of skulls and then just dipped.
These look ancient.
That's wild, dude.
Ancient. So these are probably from the 1800s. You see all the rust and shit on it. And also you can see the mold on the skulls. That is kind of nasty.
Wait, from the 1800s, they said?
Wow. There must be...
Yeah, not skulls, but heads. Do you think they were skulls when they wheeled them down here? Had to be, chat. You think he just had a wheelbarrow full of fucking human heads? Like, I think they were probably skulls when he wheeled them.
Skulls.
They wouldn't fit if there was flesh.
That is kind of nasty.
It is weird there's mold on them, though.
Wow. There must be thousands in here alone. And they're all so, like, organized. I wonder who had that job of sorting all this stuff. Like, it's just endless. So this place where we are now is the most secret spot. It's very hard to find. If it wasn't for our guide, we would never find this place. Very few people have been down here.
Look how deep it is left.
It's crazy that the teeth are still intact. The teeth look perfect and white, some of them. This is one of, if not, it's probably the most spooky thing I've ever seen. I don't believe in ghosts, but...
I feel like my dumbass would trip, dude. Fucking fall into the wall of the bones. That'd be, like, so nerve-wracking. I'm, like, dude, just the idea that, like, you could, like, disturb something.
If I did, I would be terrified.
That's down here. Ugh.
Some people say that there are cults hanging down here. Hopefully we're not.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not gonna meet anyone tonight, any cult. But this is crazy. This is unbelievable. The fact that this is right underneath Paris, like busy streets.
Like, how many bodies, how many people do you think are in this room with him? Like, over 500.
With modern lights and...
in remains. Like, that one bit, like, extended so far.
People have no idea that.
Not millions in the room with him.
Like,
way more? I don't know about way more.
15 meters below them.
Thousands?
It's a graveyard full of 6 million people. I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out. I think we should get out of here. And the guide is supposed to wait for us. I don't want to be left alone down here because he's the only way to get out. He is the only one who knows the way, so we should get going.
Now all that was left was to get out, which proved harder than we thought. We got lost multiple times.
I feel like with modern technology, you don't think they could remap this well.
And had to take numerous detours to...
There's just no point. Like, why would you spend the money on remapping
running into people? And it took us quite a while to find the exit. But in the end, the guide led us to a ladder he thought could be the way out.
So above us now.
It's also just such old infrastructure. Like, wouldn't you be a little bit nervous that, like, one of these spokes could collapse because it's rusted or something? Like, I'm not saying, like, one of the fucking tunnels collapsing, but more so just, like, you're trying to get out and then you just slip on a ladder and fucking, like, impale yourself.
Is the exit? We don't know if it's open or not, though.
Did he just push that shit with his head? Jesus! Yeah, you're just... Dude, you're just a Dude, so you're telling me that there's, like, random people in Paris, like, random French guys just walking on the street, and then you just see some dude crawl out of the fucking sewers? I'd be like, hey, man, how's your night going?
Excuse me, are you Magnus?
You're just like French guys bar hopping or something. You just go out of the... Is that Magnus? You're the famous rock climber. Why are you in the sewer?
Yeah.
So I guess it's a future video?
Yeah.
Not like military training this time?
Not military training.
Okay, how was it?
It's good, yeah. It's been going from...
Bro probably smells like shit. So how was it? He's sopping wet.
Far away, so it's very dirty though.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, I can smell.
So
that's cool.
Paris, no?
Yeah, thank you.
The surface this time.
Yeah.
Good luck, bye.
All right, take care.
So that is definitely one of the most random times I've been recognized. Anyways, quickly before I end this video, please do not try to go down there yourself, and definitely do not try to use this video as a tutorial.
Yeah.
I can't stress enough how massive and potentially dangerous.
And the amount of cuts, dude, and the whole time they're walking, it just like...